Okay. So last night I was high as shit.
Yes.
I'm gonna preface this. And I was like in the bathroom and I was like talking to Danielle through the wall, like through the door, and she's like, all right, cool, whatever. We start talking about words that sound like so wrong from the way that they're spelled. And like we had the longest discussion about words and like why they're spelled wrong.
Yeah.
She was like, Mississippi should have never happened. And I was like, what? She was like, it's the longest fucking word. Like it doesn't need to be spelled that way. And so we went hard. Like we were just thinking about all these words and I was like, I don't need silent B's in words like that. I don't need that B there. And she was like, that was so random. I'm like, I just don't like silent letters because then I feel like I have to pronounce it, but it doesn't sound right. So I was like
Colonel. Why is it spelled like that? Colonel.
Right.
How you get Colonel that?
Oh, and I'm thinking K-E-R.
Yeah, y'all thinking
I was like
popcorn.
Okay.
Colonel, and it's
One
coronel.
time I wasn't paying attention in class and I was reading and I said colonel and my teacher was like, it's Colonel. I'm like, no, deadass, I knew that. I just was not paying attention and I was on auto mode when I was reading. But
so
I knew that.
That's what I want to talk about a little bit. That was it. Like I just want to know what y'all thought about like other words that aren't spelled correctly.
Isn't that like a lot of the words in the English language are kind of like
them.
that's why people say it's so hard to learn the language is because shit just don't be making sense.
Yeah.
Like anything we do don't make sense. So.
Right, and like irregular verbs and all that.
That's a broad ass statement, but yeah, it's a lot of
US don't do shit right.
Like that shows how dumb we are because Chinese people can learn our hard ass language, but we know like
who's going that way? Those are characters. That's so different. Like what corresponds to a C? Like I don't know. It's different. Yeah. That is another.
Yeah,
and
they
you
have
read
like
backwards. Like I can't. I hate when I see people reading anime and they're reading that book backwards to front.
Oh y'all just hate my brother.
You just your brother. You couldn't flip it. Lazy.
You know the word what bothers me. I don't know why, but WHAT, like what? Like, and then like when that word came up, like you guys literally said what? You know, like WUT, like that word sounds dumb to me. Yeah. Like I don't know why, like what? It sounds like
any word you say more than once, you start questioning if you're saying it or spelling it. Like I write out the simplest words and I'm like, but is this the real?
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
who thought this up?
I hate moist.
Okay.
General consensus.
You were one of those bitches. And she was like, I don't get the problem with moist. I was like, neither do I, but you don't like it.
I don't like that word. Something about the way it's just disgusting. Right.
Yeah, it does sound.
Next.
It does sound full of bacteria.
Next, yeah.
That was it. That's what I had to talk about. So we have some guests with us today.
Oh my God.
So guys, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
It's Nina
and Ashley with the bullshit.
And this is the Young and Getting It podcast.
And vital information.
Yeah.
From LA to New York. Yeah. We're excited.
Right. Next time we go, like we going to y'all.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's why we call this YAGI Tour 2018 because we want to like highlight all the amazing podcasts, you know, but collaborate because when there's more minds, there's more like creativity, you know.
Yeah.
Because ours kind of focuses on like the different ways people get successful because we both went to college, but we know that you don't need to go to college. True. But, you know, we want to highlight that type of shit, but we talk a lot of shit. And so we kind of want to, you know, implement the two together, speak our minds, and we're going to get backlash, but we really just don't care.
Like last
really
night, I was thinking like, I need to stop talking shit about people.
But
it's not gonna happen. Like it's in my DNA. Like I can't help it.
Yeah,
like,
no. And we don't like people. Like we like y'all, but you know how like you don't like people.
Yeah.
So it's like we gotta express that, especially in this world where you guys live so close to like the White House, like relatively, and it's ooh,
yeah.
We don't like.
I mean, we're glad we're not
situation.
that close.
Right?
Yeah, you know. Yeah, but this world is ridiculous. So.
Yeah, don't start talking shit about people. Like I feel like if it's part of like if it's like an integral part of who you are, please continue. Like that's I would never in my life.
I'm just trying to be nice, but like
for what?
Always be nice.
The minute you start being nice, people are gonna be like, you
take
good?
advantage.
No, like you good? You okay? Yeah, something wrong? Yeah, no. You try to be nice. I'm just like,
do I try to be nice?
Yeah, you try. I didn't say you are.
Yeah,
I definitely talk shit about my coworkers and they listen to this. So
it's whatever.
I try to be nice a lot, but I also just try to avoid people a lot. Yeah, you know, like I just try to like stay in my bed. and stay in my car. Like,
okay, not her business, but she's like, I stay in my bed.
Yeah, just like, away from
yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to talk about like what your, like you said a little bit about like what your podcast is about, but like do you want to talk a little bit more about it?
Yeah.
And, like why you started it?
Yeah. So basically, me and Ashley have known each other since we're 8. So we're still neighbors.
Shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Our
so
houses are right across from mine.
Yeah. So sometimes we would talk on the phone, like from
and look out the window
and just be like, "What's up, nigga?" You know. But yeah, it's kind of like I got my bachelor's in biochemistry. Ashley got her bachelor's in neuroscience, and we both work in the medical field. She works in the hospital. I work in the laboratory adjacent to my hospital because I can't fuck with nasty shit.
Okay.
And so, like, she does some nasty shit.
I see nasty shit every day.
And so, but at the same time, we went to a high school with a lot of fuck niggas, fuck bitches too. And, you know, we noticed the difference, like, between like what they did during high school and where that led them and what we did during high school and where that led us. And there are some people who like were fuck niggas and did well for themselves. So it's kind of like we like to highlight, you know, the different ways people did things, but also highlight the ways you should not do shit, you know? And just kind of like I try to spread knowledge because the podcast came up because I don't know, I just felt like I should spread knowledge. So I naturally kind of just drop knowledge whenever I can and try to help people elevate. Right. And then Ashley was like, you should start a podcast. And then someone else texted me like the next day and was like, you should start a podcast. And they don't even talk to each other. So I was like, oh, maybe that's God, you know? And so, and then I was like, hey, Ashley, you should do it with me because she knows some shit, you know? So, and we talk shit all the time anyway. And that's how that shit came to be, you know? And we love it. It's fun because we work and I go to school and she's about to start school and I hate working. Not just, I love my job. I hate working. And
I don't like my job.
Okay, fair enough. I
don't like
that's where I'm at. But okay.
I don't think I've ever liked a job I had.
That's cute for you.
Yeah, like
go sis.
Cute for you.
It's like my job is just chill, but it's just like waking up and driving an hour 40 to work and then being in a bitch for 8 hours and then driving an hour 40 back and then doing homework and going to class. That shit sucks.
Wow.
And so it's like I'm learning shit, but I don't want to be doing this shit. So we're gonna continue because also you know how through a podcast you learn shit too.
Yeah.
So it's like you can learn how to elevate yourselves through other people too. So trying to absorb that information and grow a community. And yeah, that's basically why we do it and we love it. And whenever we tape, we're like, finally we get to tape.
Like it's exciting. And it's like a place to vent and a place to talk shit. Cause you know that's
it's hard though. Like for us, I'm always like saving shit. I'm like, I
can't
tell her. Like I want to tell her, and I'm like,
she's like, I'll tell you on the podcast.
It's like I can't even call you. Like if I call you, we're gonna ruin everything we want to record.
Right.
Yeah, I want to get the natural reaction, but I'm also like, bitch, I need to vent.
I know.
It's hard. But yeah,
to tell
I agree.
you about this. Yeah. So that's basically what brought us here.
Yeah, y'all been out here for a minute since 8. I don't know anybody I've known since I was 8. So.
There's only like a few of us that have been friends since 8. Like
her best friend Dion. Like I've known Dion since I was like 8, and that's about
and that's it.
Like,
them the only ones.
I mean, like we know people, but we ain't friends with them.
That's what I
you know.
Like I don't talk to these people. Like they follow me on social medias, and I'm like, you look the same,
or like you look.
That's not a compliment. It's not an insult. It's a statement, though.
Okay.
You ain't changed, and that's it. Like, that's all I do.
That's it.
There's a lot of those bitches.
Yeah. I was like, when she started talking about like high school and all that shit, like things that people did wrong. And I'm like, the other day I was thinking about the most popular people that I went to high school with are like the people who, like, no shade to them, are like single mothers, got baby mothers. And I'm always like, wow, like, your peak was high school, and those are the people that loved high school. They were like, I would do high school every day of my life, and I'm like, I hated high school. I was just like, let me get these credits and let me get the fuck out. Yeah,
exactly.
So it's like, I don't know, people who thrive in that kind of environment, I'm like, yo, you ain't going far. But I mean, you
had your moment though. You had your moment.
I mean, but how sad is that?
Yeah.
Like your peak is fucking like below 18.
Yeah.
You
I don't think
even
they
do
see
shit.
it that
like
way,
if those are the best days of your life.
It's back when your parents used to buy your clothes. It's the best time in your life.
I mean,
like,
your parents paying all your bills. Like,
I mean, that
maybe
was
that's
the best
a good time.
of my life. I'm not
it
gonna
was
lie.
a good time.
But high school?
But that better not
like
be your
socially peak. And like me, like no. Like I was like in high school, I was like, please leave me the fuck alone. Like please do not talk. I hated high schoolers. I hate them now, and I hated them when I was in high school. So yeah,
it's the same with us. The people that were the most popular in high school are single mothers. Some just got out of prison. Some of the girls we used to hang out with, like, we are the only 2 left out of like the group of girls.
It was like 8 of us.
It was like we were a gang in high school. Like we had our crew. Like some were best friends with others, you know, but we all were a gang. And it's like one just went to prison, one's like getting her ass whooped. Good God, you know, like one's a prostitute basically.
People started doing coke and shit.
Yeah,
like,
you know.
I'm not with that.
So it's kind of like we see the diversion.
That's what the burbs does to you. You ain't got no hobbies.
Yeah, there's a lot of cocaine.
Wow. Okay, for me, it's just like, you know, still living with my parents. I
you
have
were
a
high
child.
last night.
Oh,
so you smoked weed?
Yes.
There's weed out here.
No,
yes.
God,
we've been looking for it.
Yes, I wasn't
as easy to get. I'm assuming. As
Cali like it's real easy.
Yeah,
it's fucking easy.
It's like you have to, I feel like,
but you know,
something
people
that can be attained.
Yeah, but you have to know people.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime I smoke, somebody just brings it, and I'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what you want, I'm on it too.
Yeah. I have a guy who delivers, but that's it.
Damn, can you deliver to us?
Great. I can text him and see if he delivers.
Yes, please. I would love that. We brought. It's so funny because we have weed candy, but that's the only thing we could get.
Yo, I was
from
looking for
California.
edibles yesterday because I was like not really trying to smoke. I just was like, I need an edible, and so like my friend was like, nah, she's out, she's sold out, and I was like, so what we finna do? Like, how are we gonna alleviate this situation?
It's weird because I thought weed was legal in California, but you still need a rec. Kind of, but the thing is, when you go to clinics that don't require a rec, it's in the fucking hood. And so like it's like we don't like. I just bought a car. Like we don't even take my car because I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm not trying to draw no attention. You know,
love yourself
so it's like,
and your belongings.
Right?
That's fair.
And the police is always there. Like the cops are always there when we go.
It's ghetto as shit. Like it's just ghetto as fuck. Like, but I mean, you could walk in, give them your license, and you leave with a whole bunch of weed. Like, but I'm proud of us because I thought I was gonna have a headache by now because I'm not addicted, but I smoke every day because I'm in school.
Okay.
You know, so it's like when I stop smoking, I will get a headache because my body's like, where the fuck is the weed?
Okay.
So I'm proud of myself because I don't have a headache. Like, but we have been eating weed candy the whole weekend, so I don't know if that's pertaining to it.
Okay,
but
it's like offsetting it. It's like, I will take what you give me, but don't let this shit happen again.
Yeah, like, bitch, is you trying to wean off of me? Like, what is you doing?
What neighborhood in Manhattan are y'all in?
The financial district.
We right by the World Trade, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's so crazy. Okay, so how did you guys feel like during 9/11? I remember being in elementary school.
You didn't?
Really?
I mean, it was very confusing.
Yeah, because we was little.
We was little kids.
I remember the day so clearly, though.
Yeah,
I remember the day, but I don't.
People's parents were picking them up throughout the day.
My mother left me.
Damn.
First of all, my mother didn't pick me up until the last period because she ain't shit.
Was outside at dismissal, and I was like, "Why didn't you come?"
My mother picked me up like
you was safe.
Right.
You was
I was
safe.
like, but everybody was in here concerned, and she was like, "I knew where you were, though."
That's
She was
true.
home all day.
She's
She got to work.
One.
They told her to go home.
Yeah.
She was at home all
wow.
day. She was like waiting for me to get out. That's
Yeah.
why I was disrespected. I was like, so you was just pulling up at the crib?
She
Yeah.
picked me up 40 minutes before the class and like, let's go. I was like,
Damn.
I was like, what is happening? People
Yeah.
get picked up from like 9 o'clock
Yes.
on or
Were
whatever.
they
and
white?
I went home. No, because I went to a black
okay.
school.
Oh,
I went to a
Okay.
black school. So then when I got home, then people were watching on TV, and I was like, what movie is this? And it was like,
This
shit.
real life.
say, this is real.
This is
This
real.
happened today, and I was like in shock. I was very confused.
I was real. I mean, we're
They
from
had that
California,
shit
so we
playing
so
in
far.
school.
Yeah, they
Like,
didn't
did they
that
play it on
much.
your classroom TV? Like, my teacher was watching it.
Yeah, they didn't play it in my class
No,
because
they
that
didn't
shit's
play it in my
disturbing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like people was jumping.
Yeah.
and we were watching it.
Yeah,
It
they
was
shouldn't have
so
played that
weird.
for y'all.
And
That's
my
not
parents
good.
were so like stoic about it. They were like, well, then there's that. And I was like, yo, y'all
I
are
didn't
mad
have
cold.
any general feelings towards
My
it. I
parents
was
were
like, wow,
just
that's wild.
really confused. I was just like,
yeah.
I was like, all right.
I don't get
Why
the
is this
correlation
so-
with like picking up your kids from school. Like I understood. Like
I
now
guess
I
people
understand
just
why my mother
felt-
left me because like
What we gonna
like
do?
It wasn't going on near
I'm
your
gonna
school.
take her here and she's just gonna sit here with me.
Right.
So like
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think people thought it was gonna be like a bigger plot, but out here, my mother was like, "It's the Bronx. Like, ain't nobody attacking nobody in the Bronx. Like,
so
you
funny.
good?
The Bronx attacks itself.
Right? You know what? I don't appreciate the hate that you.
You said
Oh,
right
girl.
too quickly though. When I said
But
it, you
I'm
said
from
right.
there. I can shade these people.
That's
I live
fine.
amongst them.
That's too funny.
Okay.
Yeah, we were just wondering about that. That was just
Yeah,
a
completely
weird
fine.
experience.
It was weird. The day
Yeah.
was weird.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of people. But I mean, we live 2 seconds away from Vegas, and you know that nigga came and just started shooting everybody.
Wild.
Yeah, like we live. Last time we went, it took us 2 hours and 50 minutes to get to Vegas because we live so close, our parents' house. And it's like we've been there Vegas over 20 times. You know, like we're over Vegas. Okay. You know, totally over it, and it's overrated as fuck. Like you know. Believe it. Yeah, so I mean, when that nigga started shooting, I was like, yeah, I don't need to go back to this bitch. We cool. Like,
and we stayed in the hotel.
Yeah, we stayed in Mandalay Bay.
We were in that hotel.
Yeah,
I think all of it was weird. Like I remember the day Sandy Hook happened too. Though I was working at Club Monaco when that happened, and some girl was crying. I'll tell you the girl. I don't remember what her name was, but I'll try to piece it together later on. And she was like, some guy walked into a school and shot like 27 kids. And for me, I was just so like, what? I feel like I was so confused when all of these things happened. I was just like, okay. And then I didn't really connect it until later.
Yeah, somebody just got arrested for shooting 2 people in a university, and it turns out they were his parents.
Yeah, I just told you about that.
Black kid too.
Yeah, he's a black kid.
Who drugged him?
It was the government.
And then they started saying like all that shit. Like he was such a good kid. I was like, no,
really?
No. Y'all can say that about y'all people, but I want to know what's going on in this house.
In this household,
what the fuck was they
doing?
Does
he have his own room? Like what's happening?
Right.
Like,
yeah, I think
that the door locked. Like y'all don't check on him. I was very confused.
I think the media, since now it's showing people getting shot, people who would have never shot people are shooting people now. So now the media is making people be like, yeah, my nigga, let me shoot this nigga. Let me get famous real quick.
Why
like
both your parents? They were coming to pick him up for spring break.
Right.
Like, imagine like going to scoop your little nigga and he's just like, so you gonna die.
Right.
Like, thanks for coming out here.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
No.
Troubled youth.
Strange.
Let's call a black boy a troubled youth. That's a troubled youth.
I'm down with that.
He don't
He
gotta be
sounds
white.
trouble to me. I
Right?
had trouble
He
reading that
troubled.
shit. I was like, wait, this is not connecting for
Like,
me.
did
I
he-
literally was like looking photos.
Yeah, when they
I'm
say he was
but-
black, I was like, I don't understand.
Let him
I
get it.
don't understand it.
Don't get it.
Like
I
when
didn't
those
get it.
2 snipers, everybody thought they were white, like the Boston
Oh,
or
oh,
some
yeah.
shit.
First of all, that little boy was from Antigua too. Oh, my mother knows his mother.
Oh.
Just too close. It was
Yeah.
too. But mind you, my mom is friends with a girl who's. Okay, this is so confusing. The girl who got shot by Remy Ma.
Yes.
My mom knows her mother too.
Okay,
Damn.
so your mama know everybody.
Yeah, if you're from
Antigua,
Antigua, it's a small island. It's all 80,000 people, so she will know your people. And I was like, she's like, yeah, she can't have kids now. I was like,
Oh,
damn, that's fucked up.
That's fucked
Okay,
up.
Remy need to go back to jail.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Remy was like, she lost her fallopian tube, I'm like, there it is.
She lost both them hoes. They're both gone now.
No, I think it's just one. She could still have a baby.
Oh, but
she lost one of them.
Yeah, okay. But she lost like more than one child.
That's
I feel
like
Yeah, she lost one of
Singing
them too.
shot in the nuts, you got shot in the fallopian.
Yeah.
That's fucked
That's
up.
so specific. Like you
Fallopian.
gotta be a sniper for real. Like
Right.
you shot me in my fallopian.
Like,
Like,
damn,
like,
you
bitch, how
had
you
an
know where to
agenda.
say?
like well, I don't even know what my bitch is, but you do.
I only know
Okay.
when that shit is during my period. That's it. Sorry, we went off track.
We've digressed. But now we're gonna do something
really bad.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Are you gonna go first?
Oh my god, I
Is
always
anybody
forget
who
what
wants
the
to go
song
immediately
sounds like.
after her?
I will. 'Cause
Okay.
I got my song.
Are we
I got
gonna
my
go?
song.
We're gonna go diagonal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, this was a pure off the top of my head, so I might just be doing the same little tiny part over and over and over again.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. A. Marie.
Why don't we?
I love that song.
I love that
Yeah,
song.
She shot it
loved
in my
that
neighborhood.
song. Really?
They shoot everything in her neighborhood. Wow.
That's
No,
so
really,
funny.
like Girls has been shot in her neighborhood.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
she's in that part of Brooklyn.
I mean, don't do that to me.
No, that's a
It was like
respectable
cute
part of
early
Brooklyn.
thousands bop though. I was like proud
that
that
song was
106
jam.
in Park played it. I was like, yes, I've
Yeah.
been in that
And
exact
good
space.
106 in
Yeah.
Park with Free and AJ.
Right?
Yeah,
Now
the
with
best.
Terrence and
Yes.
Brock.
And not with Bow
Whatever
Wow.
the fuck her name is.
Yeah.
Can't
Bow
stand
Wow
her.
punk ass. We
Yeah.
need to find out where all these niggas live. Like, yeah, like LA is a lot of like famous people. Like, we want to stalk the famous people in New York. So
I feel like I've barely
where's
seen-
Deezus?
Oh, that's in her area.
They're in the Bronx.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
like,
You've never
Jesus
seen him.
I have never seen him, but he lives like 10 minutes away from me. Like I know exactly which street he lives on too.
You're so fucking weird.
I'm
But,
obsessed.
okay,
I'm like,
yeah.
I know
love
this.
Deezus.
Yeah.
I love Mero too. We were in New Jersey and we're like, where's Charlemagne the God in Mero?
Yeah. All the famous, or like the black famous people live in Jersey now.
Yeah.
They like
I
buy
see
them a
why,
big
though.
house out
Yeah.
there.
Them houses is fat.
I
out
see
there.
why.
They
That
are
shit was
big.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but like once you
no.
get a house in Jersey, you gotta drive in. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
don't
getting a
wanna
house in
tell
Jersey and be
people
like,
I live in
transit.
Jersey. I'm like, no, it's never gonna be a life I lead.
That's why them people have like NY and J in their bios.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
like,
no,
don't
don't
drag
drag it.
that.
It's just
Please
NJ
don't.
now.
He said, don't drag it.
Come on.
What's on your driver's license?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Where you get your mail at?
Okay.
Come on, them.
NJ. But they got drivers. They're rich. We're trying to get to there one day.
I mean, of course, that's what everybody's trying to get to.
Because LA is wilding with the driving.
All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Y'all gonna get it fast, I think.
Okay. Wait, no, it's not the right song.
Wait, yeah, I feel like I picked it up. And I was like, wait, what
okay,
song
let me
is
do
this
it again.
now?
I'm gonna do the beginning part.
Okay.
This is how we do it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, let me not like do like the whole thing. Yeah. Get to the chorus real quick.
That's why when I started humming with you, I was like,
I know one person that hates that song. I don't understand them.
Wow.
They were like, I don't know why everybody likes this song. I hate it. And I was like,
whoa.
Okay.
Well, you're a hateful person.
Okay, I might get unfollowed.
Okay. Get unfollowed.
It was interesting. But go ahead.
My turn? Okay. Oh, that's going to be so fucking easy.
Rock the boat.
Oh. Didn't even get the first part out. And I was like,
I was like, it's going to be so fucking easy. But I was like, that was her last song.
Her last music video.
Everybody was a
That was so sad.
Like, I'm Aaliyah, you're Maya.
Did you say she like caught on fire?
Her legs was burnt. Like they showed that shit on the news. Like I remember one.
Like
Like they showed
Didn't
her
know that
legs
either.
hanging out the body bag, and they were like burnt.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it's pretty bad.
Images.
Dark.
I didn't even know that.
Dark.
Yeah, that's dark.
People in my class were upset when she died.
I
Like,
was upset.
crying.
Hell
I was
yeah,
upset.
I was
did
mad.
too.
I mean, I was sad, but I wasn't upset.
I told my grandpa, like, Aaliyah died. He was like, oh. He didn't know who she was.
Okay.
My mother told me that. Remember I told you that? She's so rude about it.
Oh, she
was
said it like
that
in the
singer you
newspaper.
like is dead. I
Oh,
was like-
wow.
No, she said, who's that singer you like? She's like, that girl on TV. I was like, I don't know, Aaliyah or something. She's like, yeah, you like her, right? Oh, she's dead. Good God. I was
my
like,
God.
Damn.
I was like, no, she's not. She's like, no, I definitely, where's the paper? Gus, where's the paper? And she's like, see, she died right here. I was
Oh,
like,
my God.
no love for your under 10-year-old child, but all right,
Damn.
cool.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's when life got real for you.
right?
That was when it got real for me.
That sounds like when my
Not
dad
World Trade
showed-
Center where my mother was like, yeah, a lot of people just died.
Shit.
Go to bed.
Multiple
Like,
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Take a nap. Okay, mine's is. I feel like y'all got yours easily. And I'm not gonna get this, but okay.
She always picks the hard ones.
Okay.
Get my money right.
Yeah, that's a good song.
That's like
love
my
that
favorite
song.
Kanye song.
We did well today.
Yeah, we all got him.
Yeah. When I listen to y'all episodes, I really be like, fuck. I really be
I
trying.
mean, when she hums, every time I'm like, bitch, I know that shit. What is that shit? She's like, Erin. I'm like, I'm sorry.
She's better at music than I am, but
I don't know what it is.
I
You get really like animated with your movement.
Yeah,
I
it's a
get
lot of
caught
shoulder
up.
and stuff. You're like, I was really distracted by your facial expressions. I was like, be better next
Sorry.
time. Better. All right.
Okay, now we're gonna do pop culture.
Proud of us.
Apparently Skepta's dating Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, I saw that.
How old is
Say what?
Skepta?
Ain't he shorter than her?
Definitely.
I think he's like 5'9", so I think they might be the same height.
Oh, she 5'9"?
Yeah.
I thought that bitch was
I
tall.
thought she was tall as fuck.
She just looked tall, but she's
Deceitful.
definitely like
because she's
5'9".
skinny.
So
wait.
she's 47, but Skepta can't be older than like 40.
He is. Wait, where is? I'm looking at Wiki.
I will say that they are a very attractive couple.
Yeah, he's cute. I didn't know he looked like
Like,
that.
how good do they look together?
Oh, he's 35.
Mm-hmm. It changed, but yeah,
Very
it changed the
attractive.
picture.
Oh, sorry. Oh, it's that picture.
Got a sexy neck.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
here for it.
Oh, he's Nigerian.
Yeah.
Adenuga. That's old girl's last name.
Who?
The girl who used to do my hair.
Oh, okay.
Feels like a bit of a fall for her. No shade.
Where I mean,
But she's Naomi Campbell. She stay fucking up.
She stayed there in like
Like, have y'all
billionaires,
seen
though.
her hairline? Like, I don't think she
that's
makes
karma,
good life choices.
but that's karma.
That's karma.
Is
That's
it
Because she's
karma.
evil. She evil.
Yeah.
But I love her.
She's evil as fuck.
I don't
adore
dislike her,
her.
but
No, I adore her. She can do nothing wrong in my eyes. Right. I was
Right.
like, she has no edges. I'm like, she will always be fiercer than me, edges or not.
yeah,
so I
she
don't
can
care.
purchase edges.
Yeah, she's
Her
fine.
lace front be on.
But like, she's
straight.
dated billionaires. She's dated Rihanna's billionaire, and then she was with that Russian
Really?
billionaire who was a fine billionaire as it was.
Right?
Now
That
you
don't
with-
happen.
That don't happen.
Right, exactly. And now you with Skepta. I mean, I think he's cute or whatever, but Skepta.
I don't like his
are you
rap.
saying you're skeptical about this?
Yes.
Is Skepta that London nigga?
Yes.
He performed at Coachella.
Yes.
You didn't
I didn't
see it
see
though because
him.
you missed a whole bunch of shit.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
How is Coachella?
It sucks.
We're going to
for the
Rolling
most
Loud
part.
this year, and I'm not going back to Coachella no more.
This my last
Coachella
year.
is lit, but it's not like Rolling Loud is black Coachella. Coachella is very like
White.
But there's like black music there. First of all, it's fucking Palm Springs. We're from like an hour away from Palm Springs, so our neighborhood is hot as shit. But Palm Springs is the desert.
And it's dusty.
It's dusty. So you're sick after Coachella.
Yeah.
Almost everyone is sick because there's so much dust hitting your face. Like you literally need a face. And even we had bandanas over our mouths and we still got sick. So it's too fucking hot, first of all. Like you're too dehydrated.
And then it's the grounds is large as fuck, so you got to do a lot of walking. And then like if there's not a person you want to see, because you literally like if you want to chill, you got to sit in the grass or some shit.
Yeah, we
you
have to
get
take a
VIP.
nap on the grass.
And I also don't like sitting on.
I hate grass.
No,
I hate grass.
Anything.
Nature.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, Coachella's cool. You know, like
it's
it's
say you
trendy.
went.
Yeah, it's cool. Like
I just wanted to see Beyonce.
That's all I'm going for. This is my last
I just
one.
wanna
I'm like,
see
I just need to see Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Her performance gonna be so lit.
Yeah, I bought tickets, but it falls on my finals, so I'm gonna sell mine, but I'm gonna wait and sell them for like almost $2,000 because it's Beyonce, so I think they can sell. And then we're gonna go to Rolling Loud in Miami because Miami's much better conditions. So
Yeah, and there's more black people.
right,
More black people.
Always better.
Yeah.
yeah, more
I
black
can't.
music.
Okay.
We won't do coke though.
No.
Okay,
I would.
Hell no.
Don't count it out.
No, no, never.
I'm good.
Okay.
I know.
What's next?
Rick Ross is on a breathing machine after being
Yeah.
found unresponsive.
I'm really sad because I feel like
Are you? I had nothing for this story.
Last night, Danielle told me about this, and I was like, shit goes left when you ain't living right. And she was like, I hate you. And I was like, that's all I said. She was like, I hate you so much. I was like, what do you want?
that's
The other day, he was like playing with his daughter on
was
Instagram.
slobbing out of his mouth. This is just so weird.
So he overdosed on some shit. That's what that sounds
I
like
think
to
it was
me.
coke related.
Yeah.
It's probably a heart attack.
You can have a heart
man,
attack
you
from
can have a
coke,
heart attack
right?
His
drugs,
life together.
You definitely can.
He's been
I
eating
mean,
pears.
Just because you
Shout
eat
out to all the
pears,
pears.
don't mean you
With
don't
a
do
side
drugs.
of lemon pepper wings. He was not eating that hell.
That
Right.
nigga owns Wingstop. He was eating. If I owned Wingstop, I'd have some Wingstop every
See,
fucking
look
morning.
at that. It's
Show.
believed this kid, he said that they found him, let me stop, currently hooked up to machines to breathe for him as his heart and lungs have been heavily affected. It's believed that this could be a signal of a possible heart attack. I knew that fat nigga had a heart attack.
Yeah, because it's like...
Sorry, that was...
Doesn't he have seizures too and shit? Like,
No, that's Lil Wayne.
He had seizure. He had a seizure too, though.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Because he was
scary.
reflecting on a seizure he had like previously.
Like if I had a seizure, I would stop everything that I was doing and like reevaluate my life.
yeah, these niggas is doing
We have
drugs.
time to do that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we ain't got other shit to do. So we're like, you know what? Let me get my life together on this end.
So 50 apparently put out a picture that has now been removed by Instagram.
Wow.
Oh,
What did he
50
put?
So petty.
annoyed.
Is it
Of
a...
course.
I was about to think it was something else, like a dick.
His dick. But we already seen his dick on Power.
Yeah.
He did that for money. Like he was like, if you're gonna see my dick, you're gonna pay me.
No, but remember, he didn't know his dick was going to be on there.
Oh well, if you're on that show, you should know.
I don't believe
They can't just
that.
put your dick out there and just be like,
Yeah, you have
gotta
to sign
be
off
okay
on that
with
shit.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
don't really-
lies in court about being bankrupt. Like, why he not gonna lie about saying, "Oh, you can put my dick on here"?
What picture did he post?
I've never.
They deleted it.
Oh, they won't even say what it is?
I'm going to say, if Rick Ross dies before Lil Wayne, I'll be shocked. That is the
Right?
only thing that will shock me about this situation.
Say that again?
If Rick Ross dies before Lil Wayne. Because Lil Wayne is on the list. He is on the list.
You're right.
I've said it 2 years in a row. I don't know what's taking so long. I'm
Yeah.
getting frustrated.
That's
Reach
how
out to
people
his
got
feel.
good luck.
Yeah.
That nigga got good luck.
That's how people feel
So
about Bill Cosby
frustrated.
because it's like his daughter just died and they're like,
Ugh,
Bill, why are
so
you still
story
alive? my
open,
nigga?
yeah.
Like Trader Places.
Yeah.
Okay, that was evil.
Old nigga.
No.
That's not evil. This
You know
nigga,
what
this
I'm saying?
nigga
Like he was
raping
raping bitches.
He was raping
right,
bitches.
Right.
He gotta
Fuck him.
go.
Allegedly.
Man, alleged my ass.
Fuck, fuck that.
Guilty
alleged
until
shit.
proven
Taking a-
innocent in that
Right,
case.
right.
Okay?
Yeah, he
That's
admitted
how
it.
they treat everybody.
He settled.
Allegedly.
You like allegedly like all of them or like allegedly?
Just a strong allegedly.
Okay.
I'm just going to say allegedly for now, okay?
Sure.
Just, I'm not going to defend myself against my love
Because you
of
like
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
I'm
She liked
okay
the
with
Cosby
it.
show.
Damn, you like Bill. I mean,
Yeah,
She
he
liked the
didn't-
Cosby
the
show.
show
I'm
was
not-
amazing.
You know
yeah.
what? That man out here, he helped build all these HBCUs. He's done a lot for the black community. I'm going to strongly keep allegedly
Fine.
well, until I feel like it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going with that for now.
I ain't there with you.
I know.
I am
I
not.
know. Nobody else rocks with me on that.
Yeah,
It's
nah.
totally fine. It's like another Chris Brown thing. I'm
my
okay
God, you
with
fuck
walking
Chris
this
Brown
path
too?
along. Heavy, by the way.
Damn, that nigga beats
I fuck-
bitches.
Who?
Okay. Good God.
Damn.
She don't care. Like, she loves him. I
mean, yeah. I mean, there's some good, like, NBA YoungBoy. Like, if he beats you, you might stay with him. Like, you know.
No, I wouldn't stay with him. But, Chris, I don't.
He can dance
with the things that he's done.
I feel like as much as I don't like him as a person, he puts out a couple
music
songs.
hits.
Niggas is talented.
You know,
can't deny that shit.
Just like y'all would dance to "Step to the Name of Love" or whatever if that came on at a party.
Yeah, I can't help myself.
But like when I'm in a car and like R. Kelly comes on, I literally skip the song.
I've never done that. I have turned it up.
I have that
song. Hiding fresh out the kitchen.
I know it's hard.
There's no.
I'll like listen to like 30 seconds and then feel guilty. I'm like, man, I gotta skip this shit.
I was like that when the shit came out about Usher.
Chris Brown beat bitches or just one?
Two.
Did he beat Karuchi?
Okay, first of all, him and Rihanna.
Okay, we just gonna skip over that. Like, it don't matter. Okay.
That
Rihanna hit him first.
Thank you.
Yeah, they were fighting.
That was a scuffle.
Yeah,
that
was a scuffle.
That was.
Did you see her face?
Okay.
She's the best.
You guys,
the fuck out her face.
They both decided to slap box that night.
Yeah.
That is not. He did not beat her up. All right. She just got the worst in a fight.
She fought a nigga. That's what
happened.
Right,
and you lost.
Yeah. He take that L.
He did beat up Tinkerbell. I will give y'all that one.
Kamikaze.
He beat up one.
Okay.
Not.
He punched that bitch in the stomach and threw her down the stairs.
Oh, that's the guy. He was
that's what she's saying.
He's calling me to deliver.
He's with she's with like not Vince Staples. She's with some nigga now.
Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz. That's what his name is.
He's a football player.
Yeah,
he gonna beat her ass too. They be crazy.
They do beat
why
ass.
move down the line?
I mean, he's trifling. Like, remember he was like playing football. He was engaged to the mother of his child.
What was that?
Victor Cruz.
And he was like cheating.
He was cheating on her, and so she texts like all the bitches he was cheating on her with in a group text, like, "Hey y'all,"
yeah.
and I was like,
wow.
"She's bold."
Yeah.
I like her.
I like that.
But I mean, if I got your fucking baby, I'm gonna be real bold. Like, cause you decided, like, you thought we had that bond, and then you gonna go out with like 5 other bitches. Nah.
That's why I can't be with nobody. Cause
I would turn psycho.
I'm a hit a nigga, so I need to be single.
Oh,
you see?
Okay.
That's how Rihanna ended up getting
exactly.
her ass.
I understand her
Handed
spirit.
to
in that
Yeah,
moment.
becoming a unicorn that night.
Good God.
Right out the middle of her fucking forehead.
Sorry, unicorn. I'm tired of you.
Oh my God. Oh my
He don't have to defend himself in that. I'd be like,
God.
yo, that bitch hit me first, all right?
Yeah,
she
she
was doing a
definitely
lot
hit
with
this
them
nigga.
talons. Ain't nobody.
Nobody's gonna believe it though. Like, we have an old friend. She used to fight her nigga, and it's like if they went to the cops, she could just be like, "Yeah, he hit me, so I defended myself." Like, and the
But
general
that makes you
population
ain't shit as a person.
Well, she ain't.
But Rihanna played victim. She didn't
played
ever
victim.
come out and say shit.
She played victim, but I will say every West Indian I knew was like, no, she deserved it. Every West Indian person I knew, and that's quite a few, they were like, no, she's Bayesian. Oh, no, she definitely probably started that fight.
Yeah.
No, that was just a regular fight.
Yeah, that was just some regular shit.
Because y'all both the same size, all right? It's not like Karuchi, who's 4'11", fighting a 6-foot man.
Yeah.
Rihanna's all of 5'10",
Yeah, she big.
and heftily built, all right? So...
True. And she was thick back then.
She
so
was
she
thick
had the
back
body
then,
on her.
all right?
Yeah.
She could tolerate it.
I don't feel that bad about that.
I don't feel bad. That's why she was hanging out with him 2 days later.
People say he beat bitches. He beat one. Let's just get the number right.
He
Okay.
fought one, beat another.
Yeah,
Right.
I will never say that he should have hit that little girl. He shouldn't have did that. That was wrong.
I wonder what she did. I mean,
So,
that's fucked up.
like,
That's
y'all
victim blaming.
agree if a woman hit a man first, she deserved to get hit back? Because that's how I feel.
That's how she feels. Yeah.
That's
Yes.
how I feel.
Oh, that's how I
do.
feel too.
Like,
I'm
if you
sorry.
hit a man and, like, you're inflicting pain on him, you saying, I could take you. So,
Right.
if you didn't want to
Don't
get
dish it if you
hit,
can't take
yeah.
it.
That's just how I feel. Like, in my eyes, that's a fight.
Keep
Y'all
your
just
hands
fighting.
to yourself. Don't spit on nobody.
All right.
Yeah, that's
a
assault.
whole nother other
Okay.
thing.
Nah,
that you
it
should
is.
worry about.
No,
She
that's just
spit on
that.
somebody, that's
I believe
assault.
that's even worse.
Yeah,
all right?
spit is
Because
assault.
when old boy did hit that girl in that elevator and dragged her out by her foot, I was like, that's so fucked up.
yeah.
And somebody was like, she spat in his face beforehand. And then I was like,
Ooh.
a little bit more gray that area, isn't it?
Yeah,
A
I
little
think
bit more gray.
If I got spit at, like, I would black out. See,
Yeah.
that's why I had to wear the Reed sweater, break up with him, because it's like I feel like I don't have the control. That's why I said I will hit a nigga. I won't hit a nigga, but hypothetically, I'll hit a nigga.
Okay.
So I need to just be single, and like, if you make me want to hit you, our relationship has ended immediately.
Yeah.
You know, because
That's-
niggas
Like,
get
after
on my
I
nerves.
exhausted all efforts, like, if I'm at the point where, like, I might beat your ass.
I might beat you up.
Then we have a problem.
Yeah.
Right, and then you have to know, can you beat his ass?
Nah.
No,
'Cause then you
I'm gonna get my
can't,
ass fucked
so then
up.
Just like,
I'm gonna get fucked
It's not
up.
worth
end it.
it.
It's just not worth it.
It's not-
The black
it.
guy is not worth
Nah.
I'm so pro breaking
Yeah.
up.
Me too. Yeah.
it.
That's fair. She is
Let's
too. She's
see.
like, leave him.
Leave
him.
Go.
Exactly. Exactly.
Whenever people write into like your Tumblr, I'm like, just break up with them. Why are you just
like? Why
just
are you
leave?
asking me for advice when I don't know anything about your
it's
relationship?
like they lay out all the bad parts. They like, so this, and that. And I'm like, so when you wrote this out, like you wasn't thinking that you knew the answer.
Right. Yeah, your
I
pussy
know the
might
answer.
stink.
Right?
They might treat you bad because your
You
pussy
might
stink.
not know how to fuck. Like it's okay.
You
Like
might not know how to suck dick.
Yeah,
that's fundamental.
You might not know how to not be an annoying bitch.
Right.
Because some bitches is annoying, and I'm just like, why are you with her? Like
her pussy.
Yeah, true.
Pussy is
Pussy
powerful.
That's why girls
blind
with
people.
niggas.
Yeah.
Like,
The
come
dick,
on.
yeah.
the dick.
But I can't I can't stoop down just for some dick.
I'm
There's
not
so
with,
many
I'm not
out
with
there.
niggas for dick. I'm with niggas for head.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
I
Strong
feel that
Yeah.
on a spiritual level.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I feel like I've been in a relationship that I wasn't even with. Like I didn't even like that nigga. He gave me a lot of head, and I was like in a trance.
I know who you're talking
Okay,
about.
I've never been that
Yeah.
hypnotized.
OD.
But-
Yeah, I was hypnotized.
Okay.
So
All right.
break up with him.
Is there anything
Crystal
else?
Renee went on being a dumbass. I hate this girl.
Who's Crystal Renee?
Yeah. who
Neo's
that?
wife.
Oh my God! Please, Lord Jesus.
Oh, the bitch with the hair.
Somebody strike her with
She
lightning for that dumbass
said
fucking statement
her
she
son
said.
was not
Blessed with the
with
Hawaiian
mommy's
silky.
Hawaiian
Silky.
Why you gotta use the word blessed?
hair.
Like,
That's not even a Hawaiian.
Like,
what the
bitch.
fuck her hair look like, first of all?
Here it is.
I don't like her
Her
face.
hair can't hold curls unless she got hairspray.
Oh, I don't like her face either.
Yeah, she
I
need to
don't
chill
like
out.
it.
I just miss Monyetta because
the first
she
one.
felt a lot classier and a lot more silent than this
Yeah.
one. You know,
Yeah.
Like, know your
Silence
place.
is golden, guys.
It is, man.
If you just have nothing of relevance to say, how you gonna come for your own kid?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't.
And then
blessed
she
with my
blamed it on
hair.
somebody else and was like, I didn't even say that.
Yeah.
My
His
sister-in-law is the
sister,
one
yeah.
who says
But
it to me.
you're
All right,
a
but you out here,
dumbass.
you type
And
that
now
whole
she's
shit up though.
inspired to start her own hair care.
Guess
Like
who's
there
not
aren't
gonna
any.
buy it?
Like there aren't already
for
any.
mixed people. I'm
There's
like out
literally a
here
line called
like,
mixed chicks.
isn't that mixed chicks or
Yeah.
Oyen or all these bitches?
Shea
literally
Moisture.
You can
for
use Shea
on.
Moisture. That shit
Like,
will
it's for
work.
anybody with curly hair. Like,
I don't
Yeah.
understand her.
People need to calm down.
I have nothing more for her.
She
I
just
don't
did a
know.
lot. Then they
I'm
saw
just-
TMZ saw her and she was like, I think people don't think that I'm mixed with black. And I was like, no,
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 we
no,
know.
no, 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 no,
You just
no,
look
no,
black
no,
to
no.
me,
We've
like-
never thought that about you.
No,
but let's
right,
backtrack.
right.
I was like, that's not what we're saying. Maybe you should read what you wrote and then get back to me with notes and then we can review those.
And think about why you thought you should repeat that statement and why you let somebody say that to you about your son.
And why are you reaching out to Instagram
Okay.
for tips?
Neo ain't got a team.
You don't know
can't
black
ask one of
people?
them. Like,
we've
you
been
just
black
don't
for
want
a
to go
while.
try some shit? Like, go
I
to
don't
the
know.
ethnic aisle, buy everything.
Nigga,
you could
YouTube.
afford
That's in
it.
Walgreens. That's in Dwayne Reed. That's in CVS.
I need to go to
Mhm.
Dwayne
It's
Reed. I've still never
everywhere.
been there.
Me either.
Yeah, I just want to walk into it
Nothing
because I've
you're
heard
not
of it.
missing.
A Dwayne Reed.
Yeah, is it like
Special.
CVS?
Same exact
Yeah,
thing.
it's like
Okay.
CVS.
Oh, okay. I've
Or
always wondered.
Walgreens. It's literally the same exact.
Oh, okay.
It's
Always
just-
wondered about that.
Yeah.
Not missing anything. What's the
Nothing
other one?
extra.
Rite Aid.
Right, yeah.
It's just like the ghetto bargain basement version. There's one in my neighborhood.
You know what I'm
so
saying?
I'm not.
That's like my last
exaggerating.
resort.
It's literally not an exaggeration. It's
like the
quite
Kmart.
fucking awful.
Oh, I hate
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I get
It's
it
a little
now.
darker.
You go in
than
there
the
when it's
rest.
raining and you need an umbrella.
Yeah.
You don't go in there like because you need
Uh-huh.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Need-based shopping.
Everything is Rite Aid brand. It's all
Yeah,
very.
that's
It's a very dark place.
No.
Yeah.
I'm liking Amandla Stenberg less and less, please.
Oh, God.
Okay, that was one of the things I want to talk about. Okay.
I have to look at her
She
pictures and I was
said
like, really?
she was in the audition process for Black Panther and she decided not to continue with the process because I thought that it wouldn't be right for me as a biracial, light-skinned American to be playing the role. I don't think visually it would have made sense and
She's
it wasn't
fucking
appropriate
stupid.
to go for the role. Black Panther is one of the only films that we have dark skin representation. That's what's so beautiful about it. Well, I understand her what she's
Getting
going
it?
after. You didn't get a role, bitch. You just auditioned.
Nigga.
Like,
She didn't
Like
have
when
to
she
say
said it, like,
anything.
I knew if I continued. But she's saying, like, I knew if I continued, I would have
that's
got
what I'm
that
trying to
shit.
say. She was
Let's
giving
relax.
herself props on her own acting and ability.
Like,
And I'm
nigga,
just,
they
I
didn't
need
like
the tape
you.
to surface,
They
like the
didn't like
casting
you.
tape, like Tyrese's
Like,
came up.
Somebody
For
put
Jen-
on Twitter, it was like, Tyra Banks must be mentoring Amandla, make it about you, but in a humble way. And they used that picture with, like, where she's like, but make it
Yeah.
fashion. I was like, yes, that's exactly what she did. Like, I didn't understand it at all.
And
like, why'd she say something?
Why was it
So,
necessary?
yeah,
Why can't
I
you
don't
just go
get
watch
that.
the movie?
And it's ignorant because it's like she acts like there's no light-skinned Africans.
Yeah, I
My
don't.
auntie
yeah.
light-skinned. Like,
I don't
what the fuck?
understand. Like, it was on the Shade Room, and like, so the Shade Room like caption for it was like, Amandla Stenberg reveals she dropped out of Black Panther auditions to give dark-skinned actresses time to shine. And I was like,
Whoa.
Okay.
that wording is problematic. Like, y'all
There's
didn't have to
something
do
about
that.
the wording that I
like
don't
to
like.
give them time
Yeah.
to shine, like they wasn't shining previously. So I was like, I get that what she said was problematic, and I agree. But like the way that you worded this also like
They threw
aids in
shade.
making it more problematic. Because like now I'm like, time to shine.
And like, I get it. We all do agree that they give black roles to light-skinned people.
Yeah.
I get that, but it felt like you didn't need to say shit at all.
Exactly.
Why are you making this about you?
Right,
Can't
chill
you
out.
just let bitches shine in the movie? Nobody was giving you anything.
No,
huh?
it's been a minute since she was in the spotlight. Yara Shahidi got it on lock, and she's like, "Hold up!" Like it's been a minute since I had the mic. Let me speak on something. But nah, we didn't need it.
Like, you should have just stayed in your place and shut up. Like, if nobody knew you even auditioned, because I didn't fucking know.
Yeah.
And
You should have
didn't
just
need
shut the
to
fuck
know.
up.
I agree.
She just wanted attention because
Yeah,
Black Panther's
Just
hot right
wanted
now.
to say something.
Right.
She needed her name
Sometimes
attached.
Right.
No need.
Just be silent.
Right.
It's so much more beautiful.
Silence is golden.
I don't understand. I was like, okay, thank you, but no, thank
Yeah.
you. Do you have anything else? Because I had
no.
something.
Did you guys already talk about Safari on your last episode?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You know, he wants to
said,
know what you
"Ooh,
need, so you could just
yes."
text him.
Okay, so y'all talk. Let me do this weed transaction.
So Fetty Wap pled guilty to drunk driving, right?
Oh.
So here's how I feel. Like, this is the first thing I thought. I was like, you got one good eye.
You should just like.
And you're
plead
gonna
guilty.
impair it
And
with
be
liquor?
drunk?
You gonna impair it with liquor? You have
Yeah.
one good eye.
You
You're
literally
going to,
already a cyclops. Why are you playing the
Why
games
are you out
already?
here like endangering other people with you have
Your
one
one eye.
good one, and you like, nah.
How do you get a driver's license with one good eye?
I'm sure you can.
But I feel like you
'Cause
can't be
technically you're
checking
legally
mirrors.
blind.
Yeah, but you can't be checking mirrors like the way you know what I'm trying to say. Like,
You like, wait,
you
let me
look to the
the
right
left.
mirror and you gotta turn all the way because his eyes don't work. You know
Have y'all
what I
ever
mean?
tried to do some shit with one eye? That shit's hard as fuck.
That's what I'm
No.
seriously
You lose your
curious.
depth perception and you can't tell how far things are. So
That's
like
why
if you're
I'm feeling
drunk,
like,
and
yeah,
you
no.
can't
I just
see.
think, why would you do that? I didn't understand it.
like he don't got enough money to get a driver.
Of course he does.
So
So
I was like-
maybe he doesn't. He
He might not.
quite a few
I
things.
ain't heard no
though.
shit from him.
I was insulted. Like, I was like, why would you do that? That's insulting to me. Why would you ever put yourself in a car with one good eye and like with liquor inside of you? Enough to no.
What an idiot.
I was in, yeah, that was all I had, but I just wanted to talk about that because it made
I
me
did see that
upset.
story. Then I was like, no.
Oh, there was another one in the shade room. So this college filed an eviction lawsuit after a former
No, I
student.
have that one.
You do?
I'll do it in topics.
Okay.
Leave it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's just gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about Donald Trump saying that he would have done something?
We don't
different
talk
during
about
the-
Trump on
We
here,
don't-
but go
Okay,
ahead.
good.
Oh,
You
I
can
was
talk
about to be
about it
like,
if you
all
like.
right. I was about to be like, fuck
Okay,
fuck him.
cool.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the general consensus.
Yeah,
around here.
I don't want to talk about
Yeah.
him.
That's the
Okay,
general-
yeah.
Really stupid.
All
he
right,
had
I'm
notes
down.
at like a gun violence meeting with the victims in Florida. He had like notes of talking about
Oh, how
Yeah.
to be empathetic.
Yeah, you seen that shit, right?
Did you see that? It was like it was
No.
number 1 through 3, and the third one
Yes.
was like
Act like
tell
you
them
care
that
or some
you,
shit.
It's like tell them that you understand.
Yes.
Like, place a hand on one of them like this.
Yes.
It
Wow.
was notes 1 through 3 in Sharpie.
Yes, and
My
the paper was
God.
showing
Are
like
you
he
serious?
let people
they have
see
to
this
they have to
shit.
give him that shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
That nigga is a sociopath. Like he has mental
He's
health
different.
issues. Like he's the type of nigga that would shoot up a school. So he needs to stop talking.
Well, when
like,
you start saying that teachers
Should be armed.
So you don't think one of these
Oh.
little ignorant ass kids is gonna pop
know
off
what
one
they're
day
doing
and
in
somebody's
Florida?
gonna feel a little
Yeah, like first of all, students are beating up teachers in some of these schools.
Yeah.
Second of all, teachers are fucking students. So I don't think neither of these niggas need to be.
Oh, you
around.
gonna break up with me? Bow.
Like the
Right.
principal of our high school, he's not principal now anymore, but he fucked a
Yeah.
student at our the
had
girl
a
on my
whole
dance
ass
team. He fucked her,
relationship.
got fired, and they still were
Wow.
kicking it. And he was married with kids, and they were still kicking it after he got caught.
I know a girl who married her high school teacher and had his baby, and he got fired clearly because they were fucking. And so she got pregnant. He left, got another
crazy.
job, and he took her upstate, and they moved upstate and got married.
Well, damn.
because he wasn't married with kids. He was
Yeah.
he was just I don't know, relatively young.
Okay, I was gonna say, was he a young
Yeah,
teacher?
he was. That don't make it no better. But
yeah,
I swear to God, if that was one of my kids,
like,
I would do jail time.
She was like, when she was legal, they got married and just moved upstate. And I was like, wait, time out. Like, what kind of fucking story is that? Like, oh yeah, your father was like, you know, instructing me on more things
and
than
I just
one.
thought he was
like,
so sexy.
Yeah,
no.
The way he talked math.
Oh God, it was so weird. I was like, you married him? She's like, yeah. I'm like,
ooh,
okay.
ooh.
No, that does sound interesting. I do like Lifetime, and that sounds like one of those.
oh
That's
yeah,
a
Lifetime definitely
movie
a
right
Lifetime
there.
movie.
that movie they made on Lifetime about Mary Kay Letourneau, fascinating to me. I watched it more
And
than
they got
once.
divorced.
Yeah, they're now divorced.
Now they're divorced.
but they got married and like had more
weird.
than one kid.
Yeah, they had like 3.
I'm just so iffy about marriage for some people. That shit is
He's iffy about marriage in
And
general.
he's not coming that far
Yeah.
for a gram. No, just
I said, nigga, per gram,
No,
my nigga.
no.
I ain't buying 1 gram.
Learn how to fucking read.
just
Nigga.
the fuck I said.
If he had an iPhone, I would have just put the exclamation points. Like,
You think I'ma
nigga,
buy
read
1
it
gram,
again.
nigga?
Read it again.
I'm gonna smoke 4 in a day.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be moderate. Well,
Yeah. All
Is
right.
there anything else?
No.
Okay, now we're gonna. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about in pop culture?
No, that's pretty cool. No, that's pretty.
All right, so let's move into questions.
Yeah.
No, do you not have? Okay, I have questions for y'all. All right, cool, bet. All right, let me see.
Sorry.
Who's someone that everyone sees it for but you? Like everyone likes this person, you just don't. You just
Bruno
don't.
Mars.
Okay.
Caesar 4 but me.
Okay.
That was quick.
It's the
'cause
weekend for me.
Oh, the weekend.
Oh, Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Ooh.
She's
Yeah.
one.
You don't see it for her.
Yeah, because I
Yes,
just
little.
I feel vibes off of people, so I just feel like she's like
A bitch.
I feel like she's a bitch.
I think it's the queens in her. I don't mind her.
Yeah,
I used to be
crazy
obsessed with
about
her,
her.
but I don't fuck with
like
her.
I still
Goodness,
know
wasn't
her
she?
her words to her songs.
Oh,
and
I'm a lyric
everything.
hoe. So
Yeah, but it's just I don't see
Because
it
like
for her.
Safari, he came out with allegations that like she used to like abuse him and stuff, and I'm like,
How was that
I could
surprising?
see
though?
it.
I thought we all knew
Like I could
that.
see it.
She looked like
Yeah.
she disrespect whoever she was.
But to
Yeah.
be fair, you stayed though.
Okay,
Right?
10 years.
I'm not trying to be
Not
like
money
that
long,
bitch,
though.
but- okay. And didn't
And so was his
she
dick,
end
so-
it?
Right.
So you
Okay.
was cool with the abuse. No shade.
She probably didn't even like him. Just
Yeah.
that dick was
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
And he's Jamaican,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so he probably gives fire head too.
Yeah, he
I feel like
definitely
Jamaicans give good head. I mean,
except they all say they don't.
they don't do it.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
they say they don't
I've
give head.
heard
Yeah,
that.
it's their thing. They say they don't
Yes.
get that, but it's not true.
I don't
Okay.
believe it. They eat ass.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't know if they go.
I
that
feel like they're
Okay.
freaky. I feel like they're freaky.
No, I feel
They
like
are,
I
but
could
The
they're
way they
really
dance at dance
against,
hall,
like-
they really don't eat ass though.
they eat ass.
When I say like they're against the gays, like nothing you've ever seen.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Like they will kill them.
'cause
Like
it is
it's
kinda
actually,
gay.
Oh, damn.
yeah, it's like
Damn.
Middle Eastern type stuff. What they do to gay people down
Right,
there.
right,
It's quite
right.
frightening.
Yeah.
So
They
Sure.
would consider
Scary.
that kind of gay eating ass.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Nikki, Bruno for me, and Weekend. and
Yeah, the Weeknd.
for
Shit,
you.
I can't think of nobody. But I just listen to like the same music all the time, so that's
That
probably why.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out like if there's somebody else other than the Weeknd, but like I
Yeah.
was thinking about it and I was like, there's
You don't-
people in the world that like everybody loves, and I'm just like, I don't like a Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh yeah.
People love her.
I don't get it.
That bitch annoying.
I don't get
understand
it.
Yeah.
I don't
I think
get
people
her.
like her because she came out with naked pictures, and some people said her pussy was
Yeah,
perfect.
pretty.
No thanks.
Okay.
But they liked her before that. Like when she did the Kim Kardashian interview on one of those late night shows, they were like, "Yeah, it was so funny," and I didn't even watch it. I
people
was like, "I ain't
love
got
her
time for that
movies,
shit."
and I'm be honest, I'm like,
I don't like her acting.
Yeah.
It's all right. She's all right.
Yeah, she cool. I mean, she
Okay.
cool.
If there was something like a hobby that you could pursue, like if you had more time, what would it be?
Shit, this for
A
one.
hobby?
Okay.
No, like yeah, something that you could pursue for like if you had more time to do things. What was
Reading.
something?
Drawing.
Oh my God, reading.
I would really like
Yes.
to draw
If
more.
I had more time,
Mine would
I'd
be
read.
writing.
Yeah.
I'd
Okay.
be reading, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like
probably
shit that
photography.
helps.
if
I feel
had
like
more
you
time.
make more time for reading than I do. Well,
Well, I read because I have a long commute,
Yeah.
so I read on the train to and from work. So I get like 3 hours a day. But if I had
Oh,
more
that's
time, I would.
lovely.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
see,
don't
it's
get
like-
that. My
'cause you
commute is at 8
drive.
You
minutes.
drive, so I got to
Yeah.
put on Audible.
And I don't
listen.
like books on tape or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I read that Ta-Nehisi Coates book, and then I was listening to an interview with him, and they played a part where he's doing the voice for it. Like, and he says naked, like naked, and that aggravated me. I like wanted to kill him. He's
Okay.
like naked, and he said it 4 times in a row, and I was like, no, I can't listen to this on tape. I can't listen to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would definitely read more and dance more, probably.
I just really wish I
I
could
used to
draw.
be a dancer, not stripper,
Yeah, I
but a
would
dancer.
read and write more.
Yeah.
Oh, and go to the gym.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
she's not
love
a-
going to the gym more.
Once
I
I
go-
graduate, I'm going every day.
Yeah, I
but-
go every morning.
Yeah.
Oh, jealous. is.
No, it's not great.
No,
I hate getting up in the morning.
Well, I wake up at like 4 and 5 a.m. for work.
No, thank you. I wake up at 6 to go work out, and I'm like crying.
I wake up at 6 and I go back to sleep.
I wake up at 6 and like, and then I slept in today.
Oh no.
I'm late every day.
How would you feel if the cop pulled you over to get your number?
He better be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he better be like a big black man.
Okay.
I should be pissed.
But I'd be real nervous and probably wouldn't give it to him because I'm like, motherfucker, you scared the shit out of me.
Right. That's what I wouldn't give him my number. I'd be like, you really like put the sirens and like the lights on to come get my number.
An abuse of power. Something about that would rub me real. I'm like, what kind of person are you?
Yeah, if he wasn't cute, I would get his badge number and shit and try to make money.
If he was, you'd be like cool with it though?
If he was fine, yeah.
I think I would be too nervous, like, because I get nervous when I see the police, even if I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yo, once they pull up behind me, I'm like, bitch, drive.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't doing it before. I'm like, bitch, you better drive this car.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
But it's different. When I get off work and I see cops, I don't give a fuck. Like, I will speed right past them motherfuckers. Like, I need to get home.
You wildin'.
Nope, not me.
I definitely do it. Like, if they going 80, I'm going 80.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
if they're going fast, I'm right next to them.
Oh, no. I
just won't pass them.
Let me just hit that 25. That's the speed limit.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's really hard. 25 is really hard to hit, actually.
Right.
It's really slow.
It's really slow.
You ever like be behind somebody who's driving the speed limit?
Yeah.
You're like, wow, you're a fucking idiot.
wild.
Like, you corny ass nigga.
I'm like, you really gonna abide by these laws?
Okay.
Honestly, because we got a rental car out here and driving LA is wild, like, but we can't break laws. Like, we'll get pulled over if we break laws. But driving out here, nigga, like, break the motherfucking laws. Like, I had to, when I grew comfortable, I was just like, just whipping, you know, like, because you really, there's a damn near no street laws. Like with jaywalking, like you get tickets in California for jaywalking. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, like I've never gotten one, but if a cop sees you, they will give you a ticket.
My cousin got one.
Yeah, like you get tickets, and it's like you can't do wild shit like the shit that's going on
the
out
cops
here.
Jaywalk out here.
Yeah, we jaywalked to a cop yesterday and asked him some questions.
Like, yo, what's up? We need some help.
We need directions. He was like, it's over there. Like in LA, they'd be like, I'm giving you a ticket. Fuck where you're going. You know.
No, you can't do that in Manhattan. All them people, they are not stopping the millions of people.
People will tap your car and tell you to stop.
Like,
right.
You somebody try to hit me, I'm like, I have right of way. Yeah, I know it's a green light, but I have right of way. You want to stop? Stop.
Like legitimately
it's
though,
wild.
it's horrible, but it's like something that we do.
Yeah,
shit. Driving in Manhattan is a fucking nightmare.
It's actually awful.
It's terrible.
I will not drive out here.
Oh my
you
God.
get used to it.
I will not do it because I'm a disrespectful
The first time I drove in the city,
pedestrian.
I was like, what is this like lack of respect?
No.
Like my father was like, listen, like you gotta get with it or get lost. I'm like, heard you, and I was just like taking shit.
No.
You just literally have to take shit. And
I'll drive up to 86th Street and I won't drive any further into Manhattan.
You driven downtown, like to me when we went to that Everyday People party downtown Manhattan. And
that's because I took the highway all the way there. I didn't have to get off and drive with the people. The people I don't like. I'm not getting off in Midtown and driving the rest of the way. I'd be like,
wild.
No, never.
See, we're just more comfortable with the LA. Like, even though it's spread out and you do need a car, it's just like there's so many people and like just so many buildings and there's just so much. But I know if you probably venture out of the city, it's probably not as wild as it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Manhattan is the craziest.
Yeah.
You think so?
Brooklyn's not that bad.
People drive awful where I live.
Again, that's like another place.
Where do you live again? Sorry,
I live in the Bronx, but I live around in the West Indian part of the Bronx. So everybody drives like they're still
in the Indies.
Right, yes, that's how they drive.
Okay,
very disrespectfully.
Okay, that's interesting.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, I have like some questions from Tumblr. So, do you guys have stories about working in retail customer service, or has a customer ever tried you, or maybe a fellow colleague?
Oh, customer has tried me. It's when I used to work at Hollister. It happened 2 separate times, but the scariest time, like, these people was stealing and I knew they was stealing, so I was watching them and like she was fucking up the jeans, just fucking them up, just turning them over, being all wild and shit. And then her dyke ass girlfriend was fucking in the nah, fuck her, because this was when I was younger and like I didn't stand up for myself because I was like, oh, she might be my ass. So her dyke ass girlfriend is trying on some men's pants and she's like going through trying to find more sizes, and I'm like, do you need help? And she's like, bitch, if I needed help, I would have asked you. Good God. But I'm just like, oh,
I didn't know that happened.
Oh,
I used to work there too.
You wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, oh, all right. I was like, I'm gonna fall back, like, and I just stood in my little corner, did my little backstock shit, and I was like, yeah, nah, no,
Oh.
because she was a big bitch. She was one of them big bitches.
That bitch you put on the B. She's like, bitch. I was like, that's a lot of bass.
Yeah, I'd be like, you know, just steal whatever you want.
Right. Exactly what I let happen. It's not gonna come out my check.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
My last job, I called her a cunt on like episode 1 of our podcast. In my last job, I was a biochemist, and my supervisor was a bitch. She's only like 3 years older than me, but like, don't you hate? I'm sure people experience this. People who be like, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Let me know. Let me know your preferences if you need anything. And then when you start asking them questions, they're like. So she was so disrespectful that we have weekly meetings, like one-on-ones, and when I met with her, I was like, you're really disrespectful, and I don't like how disrespectful you are to me. And she told like the upper boss, and when he talked to me like, well, you can't tell her she's disrespectful. I was like, she's disrespectful though, and I don't do disrespect. Like anyone who knows me knows I don't do it. Like I will talk back to teachers, adults. I don't disrespect me, because then I don't want to have to consider fighting you. Like I don't want that to be a consideration. Right. And so, yeah, I mean, I got laid off. So maybe
that's why.
Maybe it was related, but those were the best 3 months of my life, you know, like I was sleeping, bought a car, you know.
Was going to the gym.
We was going to the gym, nigga, hanging out. I was really hanging out a lot, you know, chilling with my dad, you know, so. Nice. Yeah, I don't like to be disrespected ever, no matter who it is.
I mean, I have, but.
I want to hear these stories.
Oh, when we worked at Club Monaco?
Okay.
Do you remember that girl, Sarah?
No.
She was like the only ethnic person who was a Republican. You have to know this girl. She was studying political science. Sure. And apparently she had a thing with like when every new person would start, she started feeling threatened and she'd be like wild rude or whatever. And I remember one time like, and she was being rude to me and I kind of just let it pass because, bitch, I'm making $10 an hour. I'm not about to fight nobody at work. I don't give a shit about this job. Right. And you know how they used to have a table in the fitting room? So you had to, it was like one person in, one person out at the side of it. This girl is trying to walk in when I'm walking out, and she throws her her shoulder at me.
Okay.
And then I did one of these, and I like shoved her up against the wall. I said, "Bitch, if you ever fucking touch me again in your life, I will ruin you. I will ruin you right here. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't even want this job. Okay? Don't press me." And from that point on, she started being nice to me because I was like, please don't.
Yeah, don't.
I just want to come here and get my $10 an hour.
Sometimes you gotta bang on niggas real quick.
It's just like it's so extra. Like, can people just go to work?
You had mad problems with that Club Monaco. Like this thought guy asked you out.
Oh my god, that nigga. First of all, that is a story I should have told because that motherfucker was disrespectful. He was Haitian, which was already on my no-go list.
Kodak Black.
Yeah, he's already on my no-go list. And he was texting me or whatever, and that's why I don't give my numbers out to people. And he was just being nice. So I was like, all right, this is fine or whatever. Then he started hitting on me on these text messages, and I definitely looked at that shit, and I was like, nah, I'm just going to leave that right there. And he was being really rude. He was the head stock guy downstairs. And I remember I came to work one day, and I don't remember what happened, but he, like, blacked on me for no reason. And I think it's because I told him I don't like
He had asked her to hang out. And she thought, like, okay, you want to hang out, like, chill. And, like, he thought he was a date. So, like, he had mentioned, like, oh, so, like, a date. And she was like, nah, like, I don't want to go on a date with you. And, like, he blacked on her after that.
Yes, he blacked. See, I'm trying to remember the story.
No, I remember it.
What does blacked mean? Blacked out?
He went wild on me.
Yeah.
Like,
He
lost
blacked
his
on
shit
her.
or whatever. In front of other people or whatever the situation was. And I was like,
well, that's why I don't.
No, you definitely were like, you're mad because I didn't say I wanted to go out with you.
You tell the story because I don't remember it.
They had an argument, like, about some shit. No, what happened was he has dogs. Like, he raises dogs or whatever.
Pit bulls or something.
And so, like, he got, like, piss on them one day or whatever. And
on his boots.
On his boots. And he had brought them into work to, like, let them dry. And then he changed into other ones. And so she was like, can you get these out of here? And he was like, why is it bothering you? Blah, blah, blah. She was like, it smells like fucking piss down here. Like, if you fucking raise dogs and you like, why the fuck you got to bring that shit to work? Blah, blah, blah. Like, she went in on him. And he was like, who the fuck are you talking to? I'm going to get you written up. Because he was like head of stock or whatever. She's like, I'm going to get you written up. And she was like, write me up for what? Because I didn't want to go out on a date with you. And I was like,
ooh,
okay.
That does sound like something that I would do, actually.
Yeah. And he never spoke to her after that.
But no, he apologized because I went to one of the supervisors. I was like, real talk. I'm like, I will go to
because you
HR.
knew he was going to write you up.
So
she was like, I'll write you up too.
Yeah, I went to her. I was like, I turned this nigga down. And now he said he gonna write me up. I'm like, I will go to HR over this shit because this is bullshit. I don't have to date that nigga if I don't want to date him. Like, why is he pressing? Like, don't speak to me like that. 1, ever. 2, in front of other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm sorry. I was like, real talk, never speak to me again if it ain't got shit to do with work. Right. Like, that's just the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I work stock, so he was like my boss.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
if she needs shit, she'd just be like, I need this. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Just let people cash their tiny checks and be left alone.
peace.
Why is that so hard? I think about that about my job now. Like, can I just cash my check every 2 weeks, like, and go home and be left in peace?
Right.
I mean, that's the basic want.
Work.
Yeah,
It's
but
just so
yeah.
basic.
It
Seems so easy.
People, and that's the thing about going to work too, is people be trying to make work friends, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
nigga,
not,
once I leave this job, which I'm gonna do, we're not finna ever talk again.
That's the thing, though.
Like,
especially with the people I work with, I'm like very limited. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I hang out with Rebecca,
Yeah.
but that's like I have another coworker that like I hang out with occasionally, but like it's to the point where like if he invites me to do things and I turn him down, like the fourth invite I go because I'm like I can't keep saying no. It's like one of those things.
I'll keep
where-
saying no.
I'll feel bad because he'll be like, you never come, and I'm like, oh my god, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you right?
But correct, I never come. But nobody at my job has tried me, like my current job.
No.
Probably because I work with a whole bunch of white people, and they're like, no.
Yeah.
They call me the sassy one, like, on
Okay,
my
of
team.
course.
They
Which
call
is
me.
hard.
Yeah, they're like,
So
Erin, you're
gross.
so sassy, and I'm like, nah, it's just because I'm not white.
yeah, you mean ethnic? Is that what you mean?
Really,
They
if
don't
you're-
want to say that.
Yeah.
So
If you either black or gay, they call you sassy.
You're so
that's
not
exactly
white.
what they do.
Very like,
They're like, you're so sassy. You always have such a good comeback. I'm like, no, that's literally just my opinion.
Yeah,
like, y'all know
right.
what a comeback is? 'Cause
Yeah.
I will never come back after I say this comeback.
Okay.
Like,
Right.
I'm gonna get let go if I really
Burn
speak
all the
up.
bridges.
yeah, sorry. The only time somebody tried me was Ivy.
woo! Oh God, that was awful.
So she worked this internship, right? And so when she left, she was like, yo, do you want to do this internship after I leave? They're looking for somebody,
she
whatever.
paid well, and you didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, so I went in, interviewed. Ivy was like, cool. Like, I'm with the shits.
I did warn her beforehand.
She was like, this bitch a little crazy.
Okay.
And by little, I mean a lot.
Okay.
But, you know, like,
No,
you can
she
handle
was.
it.
She's
No,
off.
she's
fucking off.
that bitch was.
She was off. She liked me, but it started off very rough. It was a
Right.
rough
So,
road.
whatever. Like, I'm there. I was working for, like, maybe a month or two.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's cool. Like, I'm doing what she asked me to do, minding my business. I was taking a summer class. So, like, when I was, like, I didn't have anything to do, I would, like, read from my class or whatever. So, like, it started off with, like, micro-aggressive ass shit, right?
I
So,
hate
like,
that.
she wouldn't say anything to me. Like, she'd be super nice to me. But the girl who worked in the office with me would, like, write me on the messenger and be like, hey, what is that you're reading? And I'd be like, oh, I'm just reading for class. And she'd be like, oh, Ivy had mentioned to me that she doesn't like that you read, like, for class. Like, so could you, like, limit that or whatever? And I brought it to her attention because, like, she was always telling me she was doing schoolwork. So she was like, oh, but, like, I go to school for fashion. Like, she don't care about that shit.
Right.
So
I was in the
taking-
field. It was
right.
like the
Yeah.
same stuff.
I was taking, like, an English course in, like, early English literature. So, like, it wasn't the same, I guess. So
Right.
I was like, whatever, fine, dropped it. Like, I just stopped reading for my class. Because it would be, like, if I finished everything, I would just sit there and read. Like, I'd have my email up in case anything came up. But I was
Right.
like, I'm not going to sit here and stare at y'all, like, and stare at me. So that happened. And then, so we had, like, a bag for petty cash or whatever. So we had to, like, if I went out, I'd take the petty cash with me to buy stuff for the office.
Okay.
Whatever. The petty cash bag was empty, but I didn't say anything to her about it. So she wrote me over the weekend, like, oh, Erin, why didn't you let me know that the petty cash, like, bag was empty? I was like, I didn't know I was supposed to let you know, quite honestly. Like, I thought that you check it just as often as I
Yeah.
check it since it's your fucking money.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But so I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't know I was supposed to do that. And so she emailed me again, like, and somebody has mentioned that, like, they're every time they call into the office that somebody answers the phone, like, in not a nice manner. Like, do you need, like, do you need to be talked to about phone etiquette? And I was like, what do I say on the phone? Like, rarely do we get calls. So I was like, all right, cool, whatever, fine. So she said something else. And I was like, honestly, like, everything you're telling me, like, is not shit that I knew I was supposed to do. Like, if you told me I was supposed to do that,
Right.
then that would be a different thing. Like, then it would be me not doing what you told me to do. But things that you're bringing up, like, are not, like, they're not making sense to me. So she wrote me back, like, some aggressive, like, I don't know where you had jobs before, what experience you have, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm just telling her, and she was like, she's wilding on you right now. I was like, yeah,
but
like,
she always does that. That's how she is. She's a very difficult person to work
but
with.
nah, like, I don't fuck with that. I can't work in an
no.
environment like that. So
can't be
after that, like,
disrespected.
she would, like, my thing is like, I'm not saying I'm a petty person, but, like, I hold on to shit. Like, if I feel like you made me feel away one time, I will hold on to that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care if you said sorry. I don't give a fuck. Like, every time I see you, I'm be like, this the bitch that said something. Like, and that's just me.
Right.
And
We
it's
agree.
It's
Yes.
bad because, like, I don't know how to let shit go, but it's whatever. I let it.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Whatever. Like, so I got into the office. After that, I did everything she told me to do. I was doing it. Like, I was like, I will do everything exactly the way she want me to do it. She asked me to put together a book of swatches to go like to sell to somebody or whatever. So she gave me no instruction. She said, can you put something together? Let me know when it's done. I said, okay, cool. Put it together. Gave it to her. She's like, this is completely wrong. Like, I don't know what made you put this together, blah, blah, blah. I was like, first of all, you didn't tell me what you wanted. She was like, well, you should have just asked. I was like, why would you think that I would know what I'm doing? Like, she told me like what she gave me very like general thing, like put a thing together with this and that. So I did that. I didn't know like what she was looking for. She was like, this is completely wrong. Like, she went in to the point where the other girl in the office came to me and she was like, sorry about that. I was like, yo, I really don't care. And I didn't, because I was like, I'm leaving. So I literally like talked to her.
Like, I'm not gonna be
the
here.
End of that week, and I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. So she was like, well, what happened? I was like, honestly, like, I feel like the way you talk to me is like disrespectful. Like, I'm not lacking in common sense or knowledge. Like, I know and I understand shit. And the way you're talking to me is kind of wild, and I'm not going to stay here anymore. Like, first of all, I don't even really want to work in fashion. Like, this was cute, but I'm not going to stay here.
Yeah.
And, like, so then she's, like, super nice. Oh, my God, I'm so sorry, like, that you're leaving. Is there anything that I can help you with looking for an internship somewhere else? I have, like, connects in other fields. I was like, nah, I don't need it.
My girl's on the spectrum. Like, not even, like, she's really on the spectrum.
I did not fuck with her.
She's a real difficult person.
Because after I told her I was leaving, like, she was super nice to me. Like, I planned a party at her apartment building on the roof. She's like, you're the best, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, get me the fuck out of here. Like, giving me hugs and shit. I was like, who is...
And when she likes you, you could do anything. She has definitely found me sleeping on the job and never said nothing.
That's the thing. Like, that's the thing. Like, I was like, I don't understand.
She don't make sense. Like, she just will wild on you or like love you to the end. She's still emailing me to this day.
Yeah.
Why are you emailing me? I have nothing. I
didn't like her at all. Like, she was like, I feel so bad. I was like, I don't. Like, I just know in like that situation, like, I had to fucking go. Like, I can't stay in a situation like that.
She was crazy. She was crazy.
I can't do no disrespect.
That was my story.
Yeah. I don't want it to fight no coworker.
I was very confused. I was like, you're out here wilding, and I think it's like you on some power trip, which is cute because everybody else in this office is like, oh, let me just run and do it. But I was like, nah, I'm not gonna, like, I wasn't gonna disrespect her like on the same like level, but I was like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here because if I stay here, like, it's not gonna end well for either of us. So that was that.
Okay. I'll see her. Gonna get her shit mixed.
I have one more question from Denver. Oh, this is the girl from last week that was talking about breaking up with her boyfriend, like, for no reason. Like, so she said, like, there's no specific reason why she wants to break up with him. She just wants to break up with him. So she was like, so I broke up with him. It's not like I'm not over him, but I miss dick. I would get one night stands from random niggas, but diseases are real on campus and I ain't with the shits. I talked to this girl in my building and she said there's no shame in getting dick from my ex. However, the way I broke up with this nigga is wild because I came for him in his life, but his dick was too good. So what do I do?
Get a dildo and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you can't go back there.
I mean, get it popping, like, by yourself.
Why did you even do that?
Yeah.
Why would you wow on him for? If it was
you gave it.
Like, if you, there's obviously a reason.
She underestimated the power that his dick had on her. And she was like, I don't need this nigga. And then, like, a week passed. She was like, I do need part of him.
Yeah.
Not all of him.
Well, it sounds like she got in a relationship and didn't, like, want to be in it.
Get those hands to work or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you get a dildo. I can tell her where to get it.
Why you have to do all of that.
Do your Googles. Like, find out. I think you're going through withdrawals, but it'll pass.
Yeah.
This too shall pass.
It's funny because I was about to be like, I mean, just like finesse this nigga and get some dick. Like,
she could, but I'm saying what it sounds like to me is like if she does, she's gonna feel like she owes him an apology.
Yeah, but she does.
You can lie,
right?
It's called a fake apology.
If you want to break up with somebody, just be like, I just don't think it's working. You gotta be out here dragging his whole life, and there was no reason you even want to break up with him besides the fact you didn't like him.
She had to like be extreme about it.
I swear, we just told her to tell him that you just wasn't feeling it anymore, or it's not you.
She took that and ran.
Like, she ran and made it something else.
I'm sorry, your mama's not a bitch. Your dick is not small. Like, I really was going through some shit. You know, you always gotta be like, nah, I was just sad. Like, I was just going through shit because of this. But, you know, I really fuck with you, though. It's just that I don't think I'm ready for a relationship. But I love the intimacy that we, you know, just finesse.
Wow.
The same way niggas finesse.
She's a very good liar.
Okay.
I'm a fantastic liar.
Great.
Very great at lying.
That's all we have for questions.
I'm back to that dick.
Do you guys have questions?
Go get that dick, girl.
We do have people that gave us questions, but I feel like they're not this. They're like boring.
That's so funny because we did get people to give us questions. cool. We got this from someone who's like an Instagram person who like makes videos and like gets followers and shit like that. You know that shit. So why do people suddenly change and forget where they start once they hit fame in the industry or social media? Why don't they want to help or give advice to upcoming waves of people that have potential?
That's how I plan to be.
That's how it's like.
That's how it works.
How people forget like the pain of pregnancy once they have the baby. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's at that point like, no, bitch, I've ascended.
Okay. I'm vibrating on a different level.
It's like when Morgan Freeman is like, racism is not a thing. I'm like, nigga, you've been rich for so long that it no longer feels like a thing. Like, for you, it probably isn't a thing anymore. You out here like, when I was from where? With who? With these poor people?
What's that?
No, that was a long time ago. I don't remember that
That's
anymore.
not the life I live.
That can't be real today. That was 20 years ago. I get it.
Oh my God, that's so true.
And then I feel like everybody aspires to be on a different level than where they came from. Like, why are you still gonna act the same way you were when you?
I think there's
in different place.
There's like a difference between acting like that. Yeah,
but I think there's a point where it's like at this point you surrounded yourself with yes people too, so you're not even around people who kept you humble.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True.
Like Kanye got rid of all his black friends now you just surrounded with white like yes people who are white.
Yeah,
like you're not the same person no more. It's very different.
Agreed.
Weird ass clothing line.
But I have a question. Do y'all think the Kardashians are ethnic? Because technically,
fuck
like, they're
no.
Armenian.
Fuck
the
that.
real Kardashians.
That's just white
Do
though.
you?
Aren't they white? That's literally on the border of the Caucasus.
I just wanted to
Mountains.
ask because I know y'all don't like them.
No,
They're literally just white.
They're white.
no,
They're white
white.
privilege.
It's just their father. It's not even like their mother and
True,
father. It's just their
true.
father. And then like their father died, and then they were raised
So
by
it
another
just is
stepfather
erased?
who was white.
And
like,
their father-
not erased, but I'm just saying like the people who you were surrounded by, the majority of them were not ethnic.
Yeah.
And their father was a tanned white man. That's literally what he was. Like he was.
That's
just
what he was.
Tanned white man. I
Yes.
just don't. It's not a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when you're famous, you're just afraid that people are gonna try to like feed off of you,
shit from you.
yeah, like build off of you, like
yeah.
how. That's why I don't fuck with Nicki Minaj because she didn't want Cardi B to be in that same scene in motorsport.
Yeah.
she actually was like against it. They were supposed to be together, but she was like, nah. So it's kind of that same thing. Like you're like, I'm not trying to have nobody build off of me. Like build on your own. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's called support.
Yeah.
Because we know, like, we know a few people who became real famous after high school. And it's like, we haven't asked them for anything, but we've noticed that, like, their personalities are completely different.
They don't be wanting to, like, talk to you. And it's like, I know you when you was ugly, like, before you had the
but they don't want to know those people. They don't want those people around them who remember when they was ugly. They out here like, no, that was a long time.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
No.
New face,
long
who
time
dat?
ago.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's not right, but I get it.
If we get big, and imagine how many people hit them up trying to feed off of them.
Yeah.
Because as soon as we started our
I think
podcast, people started hitting us trying to get off of us, you know, just because we
I
had
think
a couple
that's a
people.
thing though. Like you become like blind to it and it's not that you're rude and you don't want to help people. It's just like you don't know who really has potential anyway. It's just like you feel like everybody's trying to get a piece of whatever you have.
Just like I read this article that said that black people who become famous are more stressed out than white people who are famous because they're paying back a lot of like generational debt, and it's like all your family lives in the hood and you feel like you have to take care of them, and like you have your mama who lives like this
white
place,
people
and like
good.
and they've all all your family is pretty much at the same economic level, minus like where we are, and that's how like NBA players go broke and all that type of stuff. So can you necessarily blame them for being like, really, I'm not gonna set myself on fire to keep you warm?
Yeah,
like
true.
I can't disagree with that.
That's a good thing. I'm not going to set myself on fire to keep you warm. I like that.
Quotes.com.
Oh man. Okay, I think that's it for questions.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're not gonna do MTA Fuck Is You Doing, but we're gonna do like Uber Fool.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of Uber stuff lately.
Yeah.
I've been Ubering a lot.
Do y'all Uber?
Yeah.
How y'all
Definitely.
like it? Is it like a good experience?
Yeah.
I don't think I had one. This dude's mouth was fucked up, like his teeth was nasty, and he kept trying to talk to me, and I'm like, your breath stinks. Like, can you like dead the conversation and not talk to me? And then he let me know like how poor he was because he was like, I bought a Mercedes, but I can't afford the maintenance on it. Like it just sits there, like because it's like he said it was like $1,000 for an oil change or some shit. And I'm like, so why the fuck did you buy it if you wasn't gonna be able to afford it?
Why
Like
are you Uber pooling?
Right, you're an Uber driver.
Yeah,
you got
you're
a
an Uber
Mercedes.
driver and you got a Mercedes. I don't fucking get it.
That don't make sense.
Yeah, and then his car like smelled like smoke. I was like, okay,
Oh man.
so you're not
No
getting a
thanks.
good rating.
Right.
Yeah.
But his teeth was real nasty. They was like black and like you could see the roots of his teeth because his gums had like decayed so much.
And it's called like they recede and shit because like fucked up. Like
yeah,
I know
it looked like he was like a dead skeleton, but like in his mouth. Like, it was nasty.
Okay.
I haven't had bad experiences. I've probably been bad because I've thrown up in like one Uber. I remember I went to a party and everybody in the car threw up.
I almost did, and it was in a Beamer, but I got out right in the nick of time.
Good shit.
You threw up in an Uber, but you didn't get charged.
No, I didn't get a bad rating.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I threw up outside the window, so he really just had to power wash the outside of his car. So you were fine. Just wait for a good rain.
Okay.
Wait for a good rain, my nigga.
That's my Uber story wasn't that great though. She was just very loud and very just like,
I don't even remember mine, but I definitely do.
Yeah, she was very 161st Street, and y'all don't know what that is, but like 161st is where like a lot of Dominican people live in the Bronx. Okay. It's like near Yankee Stadium and stuff like that, and it's just a clusterfuck of very loud Dominican people speaking in very heavy Spanish accents.
Yeah.
And she was just very aggressive in the car.
You said she was like watching videos without headphones.
Yeah, she was watching videos without headphones on. Listen, if you don't have headphones, you don't get to enjoy
sounds.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You just need to live in silence and bask in it. You know?
Right.
That's why the rest of us, when we get to the bus stop and we realize we don't have our headphones, you know what? I probably should go back and get those headphones because then I'm fucked for the rest of the day. That's what nice people do. Responsible people. You don't get to watch videos and talk wild loud about somebody's birthday cake and Yasmin getting pregnant. I just don't want to know about it.
I used to love the name Yasmin.
I still kind of like that name. It was too extra. She was just too much, and I just feel like I shouldn't get Metro like card service in an Uber.
That's what I said.
Like, I'll pay $2.75 for the subway. I will not pay $30 for the subway. I need y'all to just get good people in my Uber.
I agree.
Right.
That's it. Mine is... Okay, so I ordered an Uber pool the other day because I was like I got out of class, it was like pouring rain, and I was like, a bitch didn't pack an umbrella. So I guess I'm gonna just catch this Uber pool, whatever. So I book it, and I'm waiting, and I hear like footsteps coming down the stairs, and I'm like, who the fuck is leaving the building this late? Because like it's 10 o'clock at night, 10:15 at this point. And it's like my professor, so she like comes down the stairs, she's like, hey, what are you waiting for? I'm like, my Uber pool. She was like, oh, that's so smart. What neighborhood do you live in? I'm like, this neighborhood, like insert my neighborhood. And she's like, oh my God, I live in the same neighborhood. Do you think we could get in the same Uber? And I was like,
no.
Actually, I only booked it for one person. And she was like, but do you think he would mind? I was like, actually, you know what? He's outside. I'm going to just go. And she was like, I'll go with you. And I was like, fuck my life. Like, okay, whatever. Fine. I get to the car and she's like right on my ass. And I'm like, hey, do you mind if I like have an extra person come with me? And he's like, okay. And I was like, fuck.
Man, like, why didn't you say no?
Damn, right? So I was telling my coworker, and he was like, you should have just turned around and been like, he said no. And I was like, I should have, but I didn't think of that. Yeah. So she gets in or whatever, and like as soon as we pull like around the corner to pick up somebody else. And so she's like, what are we waiting for? I'm like, we have to pick up somebody else. She's like, what is this? And I was like, it's Uber pool. Like you just pooling on cars. I don't know if you know how this works, but okay. She's like, okay. And so the girl gets in and we're driving, and like clearly we're not driving to my house because the girl lives closer. So she's like, are you sure we've been going towards your house? I'm like,
you don't shut the fuck up.
So this how this works though. Like you just drop niggas off along the way till you get to your destination. Like either you one of the stops or you the last stop. She's like, oh, okay. I like, okay, just want to make sure we're going in the right direction. I'm like, oh, all right. So we dropped the girl off. We dropped the girl off, and she's like, so are we going to your house now? I'm like, I would assume we are. And so the guy's like, all right, cool, we're going to go. I'm like, hey, on the way to my house, can you drop her to her house? He's like, I don't even know where I'm going right now because I just got another ride. So I was like, I heard it. All right, cool. So he pulls up at the next location, and so like they set a timer, and like we're waiting for the timer to go down, and she's like, who are we waiting for? I'm like, this not even your fucking Uber pool. Like I was so mad. Like inside I'm screaming, but outside I'm like, actually, we're picking up another person, as he already said. So she's like, oh, why are we waiting so long? I'm like,
you could get out.
Listen, like, so she starts gathering her belongings. She's like, the train is close by, and I was not finna stop her. I was like, oh, is it? I was just scrolling on my phone. I was like, okay, cool. Bye. She's like, yeah, because like, what's taking so long? I was like, honestly, I don't know. Like, you in a rush? Because I mean, it's the rain. Like, it's pouring outside. I'm in a rush to go nowhere. I'm going home and I'm laying down. Like, the bed's gonna be there, so I don't care. So the girl never comes, whoever the other passenger was, so he cancels the ride. So he's like, oh, I guess we're going to your house now. So she puts all her belongings back down. She's like, oh, okay, I'll stay. She's like, what route are you taking? I'm like, bitch, is you
Why do you care?
Okay.
Why do you
like
care?
when I tell you, I just kept looking at her like, why are you this person right now?
I would
like
have to do the hand.
I would have been so tense.
Because it was like, first of all, like I booked this shit and like you over here talking more than me. I'm in the back like minding my fucking business. I'm just scrolling on Instagram, Tumblr, all the social media platforms, just trying to like get to where I'm going.
Right.
She just keeps talking, oh, what's taking so long, blah, blah, blah. And so he, like, tells her what route he's going to take. She's like, all right, cool. Like, when we get to a certain point, I'll tell you where to turn off. And so I'm like, bitch, I wish I could turn you off. Like, you fucking annoying. So we pull up to, like, a light, and I'm like, just make this left here. And so it's a two-way street, but he thinks it's, like a one-way street. So he pulls into the other lane, and somebody trying to turn in. So she's like, she whispers to me loud enough that this nigga could hear it. She's like, does he not know this is a two-way street? And I was like, who are you? Like, why are you talking to me? Like, so the guy's like, oh my God, I didn't even know this was a two-way street. She reaches up and touches his shoulder and pats his shoulder and goes, it's okay. Now you know.
Oh, she's rude.
God.
Don't be condescending.
You said she was your professor?
She's Russian.
Yes, she's Russian.
Wow.
But I did not. As soon as she touched him, I was like, "You are different. Like you are a whole different breed. Like you just touch someone you don't know in a condescending manner. If anyone touched my shoulder like a pat, I'd be like,
like the fuck is I probably would have jumped. Like
so whatever. Yeah. Like he turns, he gets to her building, and she's like, "Oh, thank you, whatever." Slams the door. I'm like, you know what? I don't even have time. So he like pulls off and. I'm like apologizing in the back, but he's like, he can't speak English that well. So I'm like, I know whatever I'm saying is falling on deaf ears, but whatever. I was like, my bad. Like, I know she was a wild bitch, but like, you know, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't have control over that whole situation. He's like, whatever. Yeah. Drops me off. And I was going to give him a tip because, like, first of all, she gave me money for the ride. Like, she was dumb because she's like, how much are you paying for this? And I was like, it's like a $12 Uber. She was like, so if it was 2 people, it would probably be double that. I was like, yeah, that adds up. Yeah, I mean, I carried a one. So yes, like, it would. So she gave me $10. I'm like, yeah, whatever, fine. She's like, use this to give him a tip. I'm like, bitch, tip? What the fuck are you talking about? $10 tip. And I'm like, all right, sure. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. So when he pulls up, I'm like, I'm going to give him a rating, give him a tip. But it was like, he's not accepting tips at the moment. So I was like, say less. Wow. I will go into my apartment building. And that was it. But that shit just made me so mad. Because I was like, why are you in my Uber talking more than me? Like, I booked this shit. Why are you talking?
And
like,
you don't like yourself.
Why are you speaking with authority? Like, you know how to fucking get places. I was like, yo, you're pissing me off. She like, oh, I was so mad. And so I told her, and she was like, that bitch better give you an A.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck the $10 an A.
I get a B+, I'll be hot.
Right. Bitch, remember that time?
Like, yeah.
Excuse me, miss. Yeah, no, I was like, you causing my Uber rating, but she didn't because he gave me 5 stars. Okay. I suppose my ratings didn't go down. So.
I just checked my rating because I was like, I have a 4.88, and I think
damn, you are out strong. Here.
I think it's different because it's California too. Yeah. You know, but I think the 0.012 or something, whatever the fuck it is probably when I was throwing up. So, because I'm never mean to Ubers. I actually don't talk to anyone. I don't want them to talk to me.
I mean, that would be the prime.
That's the way it's supposed to. Someone want to start conversation, and I'm like, I need you to not.
No,
talk
I get
to
it.
me,
And I say hi, and they say hi. How you doing? I say I'm fine. Yourself. That's it. That's where the conversation is.
Where we
don't need to do anymore. You don't have to put on music I like because I got headphones in. It's okay.
Yeah,
exactly.
Just don't let your car be dirty. That's what I don't like. Like, I shouldn't get in your shit and it be dirty. Like, this is your job.
I've never gotten a dirty Uber.
Really, I got in like 2 dirty ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Ratings.
So, yeah.
We're gonna go into topics.
Yeah. I only have one.
All right.
It's about the college student who won't leave the dorm.
Oh.
Are they still in school?
No, she graduated 2 years ago.
Get the fuck
she
out.
Never graduated, actually.
Oh, she was just, but she hasn't like taken classes there in 2 years or something.
Right. She's 32, so she hasn't taken classes there in at least.
It was on the shade room, and I commented, but where I'm supposed to go, nobody's hiring. And somebody wrote me. It was like, Erin, your comment. I was like, I'm just saying, like, I'm speaking for her.
Nobody's hiring. That's too funny.
Leave the dorm, and they filed an eviction notice against her. She has, what's her bill? $94,000 in unpaid residence hall charges.
Wait, why would you stay in the residence hall when they're more expensive than apartments?
No, but how you stay in there and you don't have registered classes? Because like at my school, you had to show you had registered classes to stay in the dorm.
I was wondering how long she would like. Why would she able to stay there for 2 years?
What race is she?
She black.
Oh, what the fuck, bitch? Why are you embarrassing us like that?
No, when I heard, I was like, is she black? Oh, of course she is. So she's squatting in this single unit floor. She says she won't leave until the lawsuit's over.
Oh my God.
But what's her reasoning?
She had.
Okay, then you're wrong, bitch. You're wrong.
She's a troubled youth.
Yes.
I just don't get that.
Yeah,
like,
she old.
Just get out.
I mean,
like,
not
I
old,
understand.
old.
Just get out. Just go. I don't like.
That's
At
weird.
that age, like, why are you living with the other children? No shade to them, but I'm just thinking,
right.
32. I'm not dorming with like 20,
That's
18
really
to 24 year olds.
Let's just get an apartment, and they're also wildly overpriced. I just don't understand why
Right.
you can't go get you a little apartment in the Bronx, a little studio for $1,200. That's clearly just cheap.
You
Or,
can
like,
studio for $1,200. That's good.
Stay with your parents. Like, you
Right.
down there staying with your parents anyway, living in a dorm, like, because you're going to be annoyed.
Right.
True. I didn't understand it. I thought it was funny though.
That is
Yeah,
so
it's really
weird.
Don't make no
fucking,
sense.
like, she pissed me
Very
off.
strange.
That's not. No, that doesn't make any
Oh
sense.
my God, it's even worse because she's black. Like, you expect
It
that from
hurts
somebody
more.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did that make us look
I'm
like
embarrassed.
that? Yeah. She not one of us.
I don't think I have any topics.
I mean, I want to ask y'all, like,
Oh yeah, your topic.
do y'all understand, like, when girls be on Instagram and they take a picture with their boyfriend, why they only show, like, his hands or the back of his head?
Oh,
What's the point?
Because he's ugly. Is there another reason?
I thought it was like because they want you to mind your fucking business.
But are we minding our business? Because you still posted him.
Yeah.
I think it's like, here's what I'm gonna let y'all in on. I'm with somebody, but that's none of your business. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's cute for them. Cute for
I
them.
only get that if you're actually famous. I only get that if you're like an actual Kardashian and you only show your baby's foot.
Okay,
Then you can make money off of showing their face.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, they could
Why
be like
would
ashamed.
you-
They could be like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready
Yeah.
to reveal him yet. Like,
He
I gotta get used
literally
to him
just
first.
has to look like T-Pain. Good God. Like, I just don't understand what else
My
the reasoning
God.
behind it was.
That was
I-
extreme.
I've seen
What other
girls who
reason
will
would
do
it be?
that and they'll keep doing those like, oh, their hands holding,
Yeah.
and then like,
It could just be the nigga like, don't do that.
Okay, so
Excuse me, don't
he
do
probably
that.
got another bitch
Yeah,
then,
he has
right?
another bitch.
Okay.
Then
all right.
don't post it at all. Like, I just
Yeah.
don't understand it. Like, either show his face or stop wasting my time.
Because he want to keep her around. So he's like, yo, I'm going to let you get these flicks off of my wrist
right,
at dinner.
right, because your
And
pussy's
yeah.
fire.
Yeah, like, I'm going
Yeah.
to give you this, like, these little things that you can do.
Yeah, he's cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Break
too
up with
much.
that nigga.
I mean, my nigga is like, you don't post me. I'm like, what you want from me?
But at the same time, I feel like I waited a long time to post my boyfriend too. Like, because you need to make sure you secure. I ain't trying to post a different nigga every
I
week.
was the only reason
Right.
why I posted him because he kept posting me, and I was like, "Now you making me look bad."
Yeah.
like, now
Like,
you
I
making
don't
me look like I'm
support
not
you.
proud
Right.
of you. But that's not it. It's just like I don't like telling people my fucking business.
True.
So like,
yeah, because people put their relationships online like 2 seconds into their relationship, and then all of a sudden they delete all the pictures because
No.
like this one girl, oh my god, so she liked this guy, but he ended up wifing up some light skinned bitch,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then she's dark skinned obviously, and then on Valentine's Day it was before Valentine's
like
Day.
2 days before.
She posted a picture of a nigga like, I'm happy
or
with
some
you.
shit.
And then literally less than 10 days later, she deleted him and posted on her story like, I'm not tripping because I broke it off.
And she was like, I
da-da-da-da.
saved so much money on Valentine's Day. Like,
no.
It's because when she posted that picture, that nigga was like, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. You know how niggas be like, I fuck with you, but I ain't ready to
I
be
didn't know
in a
you was on that level. Like,
Yeah,
we
I'm
should've
still getting to
talked
know
about
you,
this.
still
alright,
dating other
sure,
people.
good.
That nigga wasn't fucking with you. He
Yeah,
probably was
no.
pissed when she posted the picture.
There
Like,
was
wait.
Yeah, there was a dude like that posted a picture of this girl, like multiple pictures of this girl. He was like so happy, I finally found the one. Like, I'm not even kidding you. 3 days later, he was like, so much for that. She was a fucking like broke ass bitch. Like, he was bashing her. I was like, but 2 days ago she was like, you're everything. I was
Yeah.
very confused. I'm very like few and far between with my posts with him. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I fuck with you like on a personal level. Why I gotta tell everybody else?
Right. I learned my lesson.
He loves that I call him like old boy on my podcast. He's like,
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that you should call him old boy. I'm like, I will not refer to you by your name.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, I want to be a guest. I'm like, you will be old boy as a guest. Like, you will not give your name.
Here we have old boy.
Yeah, mine,
but-
he don't even care to be on here. I'm like, I'm cool with that. Like, but you
no,
support
he
me,
wants
so I'm
to.
fine.
He's like, I want to come on. I'm like, for why? All we do is talk shit.
yeah.
Right.
It's horrible.
People want to be on the platform,
Yeah,
For
everybody think they got something to say.
Yeah.
That is something I want to talk about. I feel like people always like mention like, oh, I want to be a guest on podcast. I'm like, so, but like,
What you
why?
bring in?
Why?
I know we cool, but like,
Right, yeah, and our podcast is really heavily on like successful people.
Yeah,
like we're not rich, we're
yeah.
just successful
Yeah.
for 25-year-olds. So it's like everybody start thinking they're successful. Like, what do I need to do to get on the show? And I'm
Yeah.
like, we don't even take submissions.
Nah.
Like we pick,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah.
that is the annoying thing about starting a podcast is probably like the people that start jumping on your dick, especially when we got one person who just has, like 1 million followers on Instagram. So everyone wants to be on the same podcast that he was on. And
Right,
it's like,
right. That was the
nigga,
dude that does the videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, like, chill. Like, no.
Like, you're not him.
You're not him, my nigga. He been doing it for like.
I mean, I'm not like selective. I just feel like it's certain people have asked me, and I've been like, I don't know. It's people that don't like. I've never heard them talk about the shit that we talk about. Yeah, is what I'm saying. Like, I don't feel like. I was like, so what are you gonna do? Like, if you come in, like, what is there gonna be for us to talk about? Because like, what are you gonna add? That's my thing. It's like you're not gonna add to the conversation.
Exactly.
I don't necessarily need to have you.
Exactly.
I don't have anything else to talk about. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about?
I have one more because bitches get on my nerves. Clearly,
I
always talk about them. So, yeah, we did talk about dumb bitches. This is more about dumb bitches, like girls that get pregnant by guys and like they're not engaged or nothing, and so they have these extravagant ass baby showers. I just don't like. I'm not with it. Like how all these baby showers are so fucking extravagant, and it's
People
like
are doing too much.
It's a replacement for a wedding.
It's because of social media.
Yeah,
too.
and that's how I feel. Like, because every time I see a baby shower, it'd be like all decked out, and then I look at the picture of her and the dude, and it's some bum ass nigga, and then he's holding her stomach. I'm like, let me look at her hand, and there's nothing on it. Like, I understand you ain't gotta be married to have a baby, but it's just like. It's a little more secure.
It's the era of social media too, because people just want to show it off, like all the prom posals. I'm like, nigga, it's prom, my nigga. Like, high
people
school's
are
weak.
like, for every occasion, they just want to overdo it. I'm
right.
Like,
It's not that serious.
Chill.
Because everything's a photo op.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you love baby showers and all that shit. I feel like you go all out.
When I have a baby shower?
Yeah, even when I have
But it's probably
one.
going to be different circumstances, though.
Of course, but I would never do that for like a prom. I'm not
Yeah.
going to pay for my kid to like have sand flown in from Dubai.
Oh,
Yo,
God.
that was wild. That was different.
I'm not doing
Like,
that.
was
you can't
different.
just go to
Like
the beach.
a baby shower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel
mean-
like it's one of those situations. I just feel like you telling me too much about yourself, and you don't
Yeah.
have anything. You
But
don't
it's
have any like
everything.
solid
It's just,
foundation. Like
you don't need all that for
Right.
a 1-year-old's birthday. It's just
Okay.
like
Yeah.
every occasion is not requiring such a big party. Just go get homeboy a little fairway cake.
Because they're
so
not
he
going to
can smash
remember.
it and then just be
a
done with it.
Costco cake.
A Costco
They're delicious
joint.
and they're cheap.
Yeah.
And you don't have to make it so extra. Like, you hit the big ones.
I'm pretty sure my parents did not have birthday parties for us when we were babies.
I'm trying
because
to. I don't have no
I had a
pictures of it,
McDonald's
so I don't
birthday.
think they did.
Because I know when I have kids, he's gonna have a 1-year-old birthday party, but it's gonna be my function. Like, we're gonna have the baby there,
Yeah.
but we finna be drinking and smoking, and there's
Oh,
not gonna be
okay.
a
tongue
my
shit.
but there's not gonna be
God.
kids there. I'm gonna be like, hey, my baby's 1. All my niggas come
Whoa.
through.
He gonna be at the babysitters. You gonna have a party for
I'm
him?
gonna have babysitters because I had babysitters growing up,
Okay.
and I saw how it helped my parents a lot.
Okay.
So I'm going to have babysitters. I'm gonna have
yeah.
1, not like 4, like Beyonce and all that.
Yeah.
But it's like,
She got twins though.
yeah. They
And
have
she
like
rich.
they have like 6 people working in the house.
Yeah.
It's like I'm
They
gonna
gotta
have
have shifts.
rotating.
I'm gonna have my
Yeah.
Mexican babysitter because I fucked with Lupita, you know, like she was the bomb. So
There's
it's like,
always a Lupita or Lupe.
yeah, Lupita was the shit. So it's like I'm gonna have a babysitter. We gonna cut the cake, woo woo, baby pictures, and then the babysitter's gonna take the baby to sleep,
Wow.
and we're gonna function because I had a baby a year ago,
Yeah.
and that shit hurt. Like I don't believe in having. I mean, I'm
I think,
okay
like,
with
the
it.
first birthday party is like important because like yo,
Really?
you out here you rate not for the kid for the
Yeah.
parent.
Oh, right.
Like
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
parent, because like you out here like racing, like you out here a full year, like this nigga's still alive.
Yes.
Let's celebrate you. You might
that's
not
the
have done
scariest
everything right, but
year.
you did something
That's why I
right.
said we're gonna be turning up. Like
Yeah.
I did it, and this baby, you know, kids scare me because they're a little annoying,
A little.
and so it's like okay,
Have you ever held a newborn?
they scare me.
They're so fucking soft. Like
when I was a
that's
nurse's
the weirdest
assistant,
thing.
yeah, I had to bathe newborns, and that was scary. As
I mean,
shit.
I have 7 nephews. Maybe I'm about to have an 8th one, and that's why I keep saying it. I don't know. I got 7 nephews.
Throwing it out there.
Yeah,
I know. I'm thinking like who?
Like which one?
She got so many babies in her house right now.
Yeah, I've held all of them and like helped raise all of them. So it's like I'm very well versed with babies.
Yeah, my mom had a daycare in my house
Ooh,
for
really?
16 years. Yeah, so I was
Jesus.
around kids like my whole life.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love kids. It's just
Me
like
too.
I'm very limited, like with how much I can take, because it's like I like a certain kind of kid,
Right.
and once you like fall out that fucking like rubric, once you fall out of line, I'm like, no, see, this why I don't like children. My
don't
mother's
fuck
like,
with
but you love them. I'm like, no. That's the reason why I don't know if I'm gonna ever have like more than 2, because
Right.
like once they get together, it's like a fucking like
Yeah.
they be gang. And
Okay, I was just about to say that. I was
I'm
like,
not-
gang.
I'm not with it.
Yeah,
That's
babies
so
are
true.
scary. I don't want to deliver, but my mom says don't say that because you're like putting it out in the air that you won't deliver. You know, so I'm like, yeah.
Oh.
And
My
so I'm
mother's
like,
one of those people. She's like, don't say what you wouldn't be able to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, but this is true.
yeah, I'm horrified.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up with You guys look at God.
Oh my God, look at God.
Or I see you, universe, if you don't believe in God.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I like the second one.
Yeah.
I
see you, universe. Yeah, exactly why we gave an alternate title to it.
Okay.
Dang, I can't think of a look at God. You go first.
I mean, we'll come in here and be able to meet y'all. Like, because we actually listen to y'all podcasts and we appreciate y'all.
Oh, okay.
And then, like, y'all was still cool in real life. Like, you know, you meet people in real life, you're like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fuck with them.
All the
like,
time.
you know? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
like,
More than
I caught good vibes. And
Okay.
like, that is very hard nowadays to catch that from people. So, yeah. I
agree.
Yeah. You guys go next because I'm still thinking.
do I have a look at God? Do you have one?
It doesn't have to be to me, right?
Nah.
I think it's just good. Yeah.
Okay. So I read something on Daily Mail about how this kid was going to go into his school and he brought like 100 rounds of ammunition and stuff like that. He was 13. Just happened a few days ago and he ended up deciding just to kill himself.
Okay.
That's all we ask.
Yeah,
that's
And
all
I'm
we
not saying,
ask.
like, you know, that was great because he
Right.
still killed himself.
Okay.
But, you know, to have that kind of epiphany for something you've been planning for 3 months to kill all these people and then change up at the end and just kill yourself, that's it's dark, but you know,
dark.
I mean,
but
he
it's
realized the problem was him.
That's all we ask.
on it, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
My look at God is like back to my Uber story. Like I did not want to pay that $12 to get home. Like I really didn't. But I was like, I'm gonna have to do this because I'm not walking to the train. And she gave me $10, and I was like, this Uber really cost me $2.
$2
Look at God.
Respect.
Like I didn't enjoy the ride, but I got something out of it. So yeah,
Cheaper than a train.
True.
Yep.
But was it cheaper because it cost me a lot of like mental,
I know.
mental
Yeah.
stability?
You can't start playing with that math. It gets a little too complicated.
Yeah.
A little too dark.
Okay. My look at God, I just thought it up. Well, one, to be here because I do listen to y'all podcasts because you guys are funny as shit. I'll literally put my like speaker in and put it on and get in the shower and just be listening to y'all laughing. You know, because you know you take them good showers.
Yeah.
So if you've got some good shit playing, so
Yeah.
it's like, or I'll be getting ready for work, driving, whatever. Because
Yeah.
we drive like 10 to 12 hours a week. And so like, like if I see your shit pop up, I'm like, yes, yeah.
Yep.
That's why when you guys
Subscribe.
post, I'll be like, yep, double tap. Let me put this episode on. Like, let me run that real quick. But also, I said on past podcast episode, like I'm studying abroad in London the first week, and then Ashley's coming the second week, and we're gonna be chilling out there.
Oh, where you going?
Oxford, the University of Oxford.
When
so
you
it's like
go?
April 21st to May
Girl,
5th.
I'm gonna be there too.
Yeah, she
Shut
is.
up!
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Like, when,
I'm
how long
leaving
you
for
gonna be there?
London on the 15th, and I come back on the 28th. I'll be there for 2 weeks.
28th.
Okay, I get there.
You're gonna be
on
there.
the 28th, though.
I'm looking at school. So
Well, you get there on the 28th. Are you going with school?
No, I'm looking at schools. I'm looking at grad schools.
Okay, so you're gonna.
big thing.
Oh my God, you're trying to go to London? Oh, I remember you guys talking about that on the past episode, and you were like, I didn't say I'm doing it yet. I'm just looking, and you were
She's
like, where?
different.
Yeah, you were like, what the fuck are we gonna do? I remember that conversation.
We figured it out,
It was
kind of.
on
We
your end.
figured it out.
Yeah.
She was afterwards. She's like, we'll talk about this when this is done. I was like,
I think about that too, because I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, I want to live in a different state just for a little bit and work a job and just
Yeah.
like, but I'm like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, it can be done. Like,
Yeah.
that's what we
Yeah,
agreed
that's what
upon.
we've
Like,
been
we're just
looking
gonna do
at.
it like when she's there and I'm here.
Yeah, over the computer, because some podcasts do that.
that's what we're gonna do.
But with study abroad, it's like a program where it's a business. I'm a business major basically, so they actually want you to like learn and write essays. But since I'm a finance major, our program just started being allowed to do this study abroad. So they actually, I don't get any credit for it. I don't get any grade, any units or anything. I'm just going to go. And so because of that, I don't have to do none of the homework. And the guy was like, you know, it's up to you if you want to. I was like, you know, with my school schedule and my work schedule, I just feel like it'll be too overwhelming for me. So I feel like I should just participate. And so I don't got no
See,
fucking
you good
homework to do. I'm so
answers,
happy.
I would
ain't
just
doing
be like, nah.
I ain't doing no fucking work.
Good.
Like I'm just gotta put on
turn
a
up
suit.
though. It's the best.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
You're gonna love it. It's
Yeah,
so nice.
super. They showed us where we're gonna be staying, and that shit looked like a castle. And I was like, that's lit.
Lit.
Yeah.
So enjoy. That's cute for y'all.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
It's all good.
look at God.
Do you have a parting message?
Doctors are now saying that period cramps can be just as bad as heart attacks, and I would like
Okay.
to co-sign
Yep.
and give $5 so that we could look deeper into this information.
Okay.
Just 5.
Yes, just 5.
Okay.
Pads and tampons should be free.
Yes. Well,
All of it should
clearly,
be free.
yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Birth control should be too.
It should be
Niggas
free.
out here procreating, and I don't need the offspring.
And I don't know why these white men are trying to tell women what to do with their body. Nigga, you have a dick. You don't even make babies.
And
like, how
all
you-
of they side bitches is getting abortion.
Okay.
So I am very confused. as to
Dragged.
what's going on here.
Dragged.
Very confused here.
Okay.
My parting message is just like, if I booked the Uber pool, just shut up. Like, it's my Uber. If I booked it, it's on my credit card.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Yeah,
That's
true.
it. Or in general, if you in Uber pool, just be quiet.
Yeah.
Nobody needs the conversation.
I think my party messages is like, don't talk to me unless I talk to you first. Because people just be confiding in me and talking to me, and I don't have the energy for it. I'm an introvert, and like, it's draining to like be at work trying to do my job, and then you want to come talk to me. Like,
agreed.
I don't like it.
People always want to tell me like their life story, and I'm like, but what about me?
Yeah, like,
you
give
have a
a
face. You have a warm face.
That's what they tell me. They're like, I just feel like I can just talk to you. I'm like, but like, why do you feel like that?
Yeah, like,
examine that and get back to me.
Examine that.
I
Because
don't
we're
need
seeking
it.
that shit. My parting message is to all the people that thought I wasn't gonna be shit. You look humbled.
Yeah. Okay.
Deep.
Thanks. So I just want to thank you guys for coming
Thanks
on.
so much.
Thank you. Oh, can we shout out our social media again?
Do it all.
Okay, so Young and Gettin It Podcast, Gettin without a G, apostrophe after the N. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Young and Gettin It Podcast. Subscribe, rate, review. You can find us on SoundCloud.com/WeAreYAGIP. Follow us and comment. You can also find us on YouTube. Comment on that shit. We're on GooglePlay, Stitcher, and Pocket Cast. We're on platforms. That's what the fuck we do.
And we also are on Instagram and Twitter at YAGI_podcast, as well as Facebook.com/YAGIPOD. I got it right this time. Hey. And our email is ashleyandninapod@gmail.com. And you can also find us on our website, www.weareyagip.com.
And thank you.
See how they did that? You
Don't
should do that.
Don't come from me this way. You know that's not what I do.
You could do that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming on. Like,
Thank you
everybody
for
should check out
having
their
us.
podcast. It's really good. I know y'all was talking about like being successful, and I feel like that's exactly what y'all like podcast is about. Like, I listened to like the last episode and the one with the dude, Super Hot Fire.
Yeah.
Yes, I was like, yo, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. Oh, I should do social media because you won't fucking do it. So it's vital_information on Instagram. It's vital information on Twitter, and we're on SoundCloud. We're on iTunes. We're on Stitcher too now. She did that.
Okay.
She be doing shit
sometimes.
Subscribe, like, reblog. You know,
Yes.
share with your friends. Say your little friends and shit because you know it's popping or whatever.
Yes.
That's all I have.
Yay.